we go live, but we definitely want to. We've been this cycle we didn't. Next cycle we'll definitely be going live, whether it's a second or third show. We'll let them know. And now I'm back on my day shit, so we could me and you could pick a day because I'm back on days. If I do any overtime, it would be overnight and it would be late night. So the times we pick, nothing is in the way anymore. My brother's available now, so maybe we'll have someone else. Tell Sam, if she wants to, like you said.
Who owns this place?
This is his spot.
You own this whole place, and you don't want to expand.
We should break down that Triumph. Break down Triumphs. Yeah. If I didn't make a lot of money, I wouldn't be there. Believe me. No, you believe none taken.
You got park in there.
Yeah, that's the good thing. That's the good thing. Yeah, shit. I can't believe how quick you got a spot. I thought you were going around the block. I was like, she's gonna go around the block 6 times. All right.
So you tell me
I was already looking. Whatever. I like it all. So you want to bring that up? Because that was weird. I didn't know that all of that. You could just fucking find that on porn. I don't. Like I said, I don't do all of that. I'm a Cinemax, Netflix, quick scene guy.
Pornhub,
but I might have to check this out.
And they use them.
They do.
And they use them in the last 3 sex studies.
Well, like how many views they got? Oh yeah.
Pornhub. Yes, it is. And
wonder what the guy who owns that fucking thing.
Damn.
And like people could just do their own sex tape and put it on Pornhub and they'll make money. Like, say you and your boyfriend wanted to make. All right, let's save it for that.
Save it because I found out all about that.
Because I told you, my porn star friend, I haven't seen.
Okay. They're not making a lot of money again.
All right.
Unfortunately, these girls without the face.
Right. All right.
We'll talk about the not face.
Okay. Give me a clap real quick. You got your headphone in? Where the hell's my other headphone? Oh, there it is. All right. Check. All right.
Can I say hi first? Then I will ignore that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, hi, we're live. Today we're talking about sex tapes, but I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going to go here, okay, for a little while till it runs out. But we're working on full live next time with callers. It's coming. We're working it out. But if you want to listen in, we're going to start off with we're talking about sex tapes and porn right away. So.
And cops having sex.
Hi, Kim. We're going to be talking about the cops having sex too. All right. So I kind of got to look weird this way, but you get to see the side of my. So that's it. All right. And Peter.
And what is up? We are back. Listen to this shit and Alphas Unite podcast number 120. I'm here with Amy.
Hi.
We got a few things to talk about today. A lot of stuff, a lot of sex shit. I have something else I wanted to bring up, but she has porn. What do you got? Porn, sex tapes. We got the cops that were fucking each other. And where was it? Tennessee?
Yes. Oh, Peter made me do research, so it was really extra grueling. So I looked up today. So we went into, what's the news, the hottest sex scandals right now, and sex tapes, which seems to be all regular people now. So we'll go mainstream. And then I got all the porn stats, porn lookups, top sites they're looking up. And then I have all the celebrity tapes, and I found over 100 people.
Yeah, some of the names you told me, I don't know if those are real.
And how it affects our children.
Those got to be lookalikes.
Yes, and how it affects our children and, sex tapes in everyday life.
Yeah. Well, listen, when I was younger,
Sorry. Oh.
The mic.
Gotcha.
The mic?
Sorry.
Oh, you're off mic. You good? Oh, that.
You're good.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't even notice.
Okay.
You good? Little wardrobe malfunction. What do
you want to know first? Do you want to know categories? You asked me questions. I did my research and did my homework on the sex.
Well, yeah, no, but I'm saying when I was younger, the Pam and Tommy, what's her name? Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee.
Yes.
Sex tape came out. We cut school to watch it. My friend's brother had it, and that was a big thing. And now it's if you want to get famous, throw a little sex tape out there. It's like free promotion. They have, it worked out for Paris Hilton. It worked out for Kim Kardashian. Her mother's a great director. We discussed that. But it's the norm now. Now they have websites, like you said. I guess if I wanted to, I could make a sex tape and put it on one of the websites, and you could make money. It's like monetizing like you would on Facebook, right?
Well, it seems to be all the celebrities are leaking their own. So when it comes to the Kardashians, but if you want to go in order, okay, what has started to happen is there's a shift in porn, okay? It used to be everyone would Google porn and they would go, they'd fall in love with their top girl, right? So just they're their top model, whatever, Amber Lynn, whatever it was back in the day. Okay. So now it's switched, and then they started to wanting to see real people. So then it went to like
Yeah,
the
like
celebrity.
normal, like the girl next door.
The girl next door having sex.
Those people who want to fuck their stepsister that's been a stepsister for a year, which I probably would. I'm not gonna lie.
And if you want to go, you want to know the stops? That was up in the top searches, which is pretty scary. So
What was?
Okay, what
Brother and sister porn?
now?
That's horrible.
Pornhub. Just to let everybody know, there's a lot of people. Pornhub. Pornhub is like one of the most reputable
that
now.
I heard,
Okay,
I heard.
and they've actually used them in the last 3 studies, and that was Stanford and Harvard did use them too. So, that's what Pornhub was.
Pornhub's the spot to go to.
Because they have such a central base, and they're pretty much it's one of the safest hubs. Anyway, and
That's
they
cool,
do
right?
they
Pornhub, good
honor
name.
they pay out, they honor copyrights. So if it's on there, it was leaked on there somehow. But what the funny thing about Pornhub, the number 1 search for Pornhub, and I've said this before, is sadly teen. Anything.
What do you
with
mean teen?
Anything with
sex?
the teen sex.
But
teen
like
this,
teens
teen,
fucking each other.
teens fucking each other. No.
Oh, wow.
Men looking for women in their
What's
teens.
a teen? What
Anything
age?
with teen category.
What age is a teen? What are we calling a teen? To me, teen is 13.
18,
Oh,
19.
Oh,
I
that's
would
a
say
teen?
It's a teen. You can't be
That's young.
underage.
It's young.
Because underage is still a federal
That's a
offense.
young woman, but I still wouldn't go to 18.
I wouldn't
want
call
to
an
see that.
18-year-old a young woman.
I
but
guess
no,
that's
it is.
true, that's
Technically,
true.
she is. But the thing is now that what surpassed the top, they all want to see the celebrities on the top, and then they also wanted to see like these gonzo films, which is another big slut shaming thing that's going on. They think that they're making all this money unless she has a name or shows her face.
What's a
not
gonzo
making-
film?
Like me and my boyfriend just like jumped in bed and started filming.
Oh.
And then the people think they're getting rich. You can't even see the girl's face.
And you're
There's
making
no
9
face.
cents
And
for
that part
3-hour
is so
sex tape.
objectifying. Yes, it is. And but there's still like a lot of people thinking like, oh, everybody just gets rich on porn now. And they think that
I heard they don't make a lot of money, porn stars. You got to be
don't.
like a major superstar to make money. I mean, they do like 150 movies a year. Listen, they probably do. They say if they do 150 movies a year, it depends on what studio they work for.
the top girls. There's like
Right,
Vivid
right.
or like what are the other ones? Like they're like the top. But those are like celebrity level girls for that. But now the new type of porn, though, like this girl next door is coming in. But that's where the danger of the objectification is. And then I looked up kids, which is, I don't want to bring up a sad subject, but the average age, boy and girl, I merged them together so we don't have the guys complaining. 67% of all children, boys and girls, will see porn hardcore by the time that they are 14.
I was, I think, 9 the first time. It wasn't hardcore, but the neighbor kid, he was older than me. And it wasn't nothing great. Me and my friends, he's like, hey, we were just in the house and he threw the tape on. And all I remember was the women had bushes. And it was a VHS. It was probably, I was 9. So what was it, 1990, I guess?
Yeah.
And that was it. We watched a little of it. I mean, I was 9. I didn't go home and whack off. I really didn't. It didn't, affect me that way. But I remember the first time I was about 9, 10 years old. And he just threw it in. I guess to freak us out, but we were just like, oh. But I remember the women having like real big bushes, like the woman.
Yes.
In it. Yeah, that's what I remember.
They had like full hair.
And then ever since that, I mean, by the time I was 12, 13, when I started whacking off, then I seen, porn. But that first time I was ever seen a porn, it was just showed to me.
And speaking of that, with the whole Bush thing situation, that's another whole thing that throws everybody off. It's
Bush?
kinda
Oh,
like,
you mean Bush?
No,
Bush.
it's kind of like a
I
whole
thought you meant the ex-president.
pedophilia nation or whatever. Like they're having like everyone just like
Yeah,
so
no
perfect.
Bush. No Bush.
And now
I
they're
don't want to see that shit.
you don't like Bush?
No.
No hair at all?
Yeah, but no Bush. Bush, where are we? This isn't the jungle. No, listen. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm into a girl and I'm gonna go down on her, and she has a bush, I'll be like, whoa, what are you doing? You need a chainsaw down there?
But what about like some hair?
Yeah, sounds good. Like a marine cut. I don't want to see no strands. I get one in my teeth. There's gonna be a serious fucking problem.
Strand.
Yeah, I don't need a
But
strand.
it's hair.
Listen,
What do you want to do? Like cut it short? Like,
well, no, if you
tight?
take a butt, like when a man, if pretend I had hair, like this right here. This would be a girl shave. Like the little, when a man has a crew cut.
Okay.
That's it. I don't want to see no fucking, the letter Y or, like, no, there should be no fuzz hanging out. Just, like a shave, like fucking, not bald because that's freaky.
But shave hurts.
Listen,
I'm a very
listen.
natural
I don't want to
person.
hear that.
There's no bush.
You just want
I'm
equal
Irish
pay.
and
You got to
Polish.
hurt your
It's like
hoo-ha
no
a little
hair
bit when you
hardly,
shave.
But still.
I can imagine. Just shave slow. Use conditioner.
A guy friend did tell me though recently that if it's always perfectly coiffed, then something's up with that because what are these people?
Because she just fucked 6 guys. before
People
she
who
seen
go
you.
on a lot of
I
grass
know, I
that's
know.
stamped on a lot
Yeah.
has like no turf.
Yeah. Like, why is your asshole glistening?
Well, some people
Why
are
are you shitting
pristine.
diamonds?
Well,
Yeah,
some
no.
people are visual creatures. But I did look up who's making these sex tapes.
You know
okay?
what's funny too? That you just said that.
Do you have a sex tape, by the way? I have to ask.
No,
you
I
that.
don't. I don't. I would say I don't have a sex
You have
tape. I've been asked to make one.
And you won't.
No, this one girl always told me to like fuck her from behind and put my hat on. I think I told you this.
And she wanted a sex tape.
No, just like record it on your phone and fuck me from behind. She'd say, hit me from behind. I want you to hit it from behind and put your hat backwards. I swear to God. And I just never got around to doing it. I would have and would have deleted it, but I never. Listen, I'm trying to fuck you. I'm not holding a phone too. You want my full attention? Or I'm not Steven Spielberg, hon. And she always said it, like not always, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah. If
you know.
you're like that into the filming, how can you really be into? the
Yeah,
act?
I mean, I could have from
Although I could.
behind. You just,
But I'm an artist.
it's not hard, But listen, put your hands up against the wall and embrace for impact, and you just hold the phone up.
I'm
But
just,
I didn't. I just never got to it.
but I am a big believer. I did look this up in psychology, did I too? And they said it is better to be making your own porn because there's a lot of women consider it cheating. Now, over 40% of women consider it cheating.
Well, girls,
That's a
women,
high level.
women will do that because you know what? Like, say you're seeing a girl. In my experience, seeing a girl by the 3rd, 4th date, she just throws out, "Hey, what are you doing? You ready for tonight?" "Yeah, I just got waxed." "All right, so now you know. All right, I'm gonna fuck this bitch. She's just telling me she waxed."
Fuck this bitch.
Well, not like that. Fuck this chick. And so that's like a clue. Then you're thinking, wait a minute, she just had some 40-year-old Dominican lady ripping hair off her hoo-ha. Maybe I should do a little trim job. You know what I mean? So maybe it keeps everyone honest because I would never expect a girl to do anything down there with a fucking bush. Man is worse with a bush. I get it, but this is 2023. There's absolutely no reason whatsoever. I don't want to hear it.
See, my philosophy
You shouldn't
is,
even be peeing out of your vaginas anymore. How's that sound? That's
oh
gross.
my God.
That's gross too.
We actually give birth down there, guys.
Well, that I'll accept.
Just letting-
Actually, we should stop now because there's too many.
Yes.
There's nowhere to park anymore.
But see, you know what's so funny? I'll make a porno before I'll videotape that live. The birth. You don't want people seeing that. That'll ruin the sex appeal.
Well, maybe
right
they
there.
should show people, and they'll say that before
See how
they,
it goes back?
but they throw their kids in the garbage. That's a real sex tape.
Now, I did look up this. Okay. Now, when it comes to celebrities, almost half of them leak their own tapes.
I'll ask you a question right off the top of your head.
Yes.
Don't even put too much thought into
Okay.
it. Who is the hot as a male or woman? You could say either.
Okay.
Or. Who's the hottest celebrity? You were like the hottest male celebrity you like to see make a sex tape. Like, damn, I like to see him fucking someone.
Okay. First of all, of course, I want my Jason Momoa. Where is he?
Well, that guy's a monster. I wouldn't want to see him in a sex tape. His dick is probably the size of me. It's Aquaman.
know.
His
I
dick's
don't
probably the size of
know.
a shark.
I don't know.
You think he's got a small penis?
I don't know. I don't
Nah,
get.
he was banging that chick, and she looks like. Remember the girl he was with for so long?
I know, but I don't want to say
She's
this.
hot,
I
too.
think he might be a beta.
What do you mean?
I don't know if he's a full
like
alpha.
a bitch boy?
No, he's not a bitch boy, but she's definitely
Like his girl would fuck 6 cops?
Lisa Bonet is the
Yeah, I
alpha.
like her, man.
She is the
I always
alpha
liked her.
of the relationship.
They were married for a fucking long time.
And then she was a gangster too.
She's like,
with
listen,
the first one
you're
with Lenny
a little
Kravitz.
bitch. What do you mean, Lenny Kravitz?
That's the sex tape I want to see. Lisa Bonet. Where is
She
Lisa
has
Bonet?
one?
No, she should.
Oh, you got scared.
She's been
me. I
in
was just saying.
super sexy
What do you mean,
movies.
Lenny Kravitz? Why'd you bring up Lenny Kravitz?
She was married to him.
Oh, was she?
And there was smoking hot
Wow,
couple.
she pulls some fucking major dudes.
Major dudes.
She
and,
pulls some hunks.
and they're best friends still. Like they all get along.
So who's the kid? Who does Momoa and her
She
kid?
went from Lenny Kravitz to Jason.
But their kid's an actress. The girl. She was Catwoman.
Yes.
Whose kid is that?
That's
Not
her.
Momoa.
That Momoa.
Kravitz. I know his
That's
name.
Kravitz's daughter.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But I want to
Oh.
see. I want to know.
She's cute, too,
She's
the
got
daughter.
some type of level of sex goddess going on to get those two.
No,
like that.
she could. Yeah, she's got
That's the
appeal.
tape I need to see.
I would fucking eat corn out of her shit, probably.
I would sit there like this.
Yeah, maybe you think she has one? I don't think she got one.
I think she does, but she's not. She's classy. She's not putting it out. But I definitely think she's a freak. And Angel,
She's a
the
freak.
movie Angel Heart alone. That movie was
What is it?
Angel Heart with Mickey Rourke. She goes insane in that movie.
Mickey Rourke. I never see.
They like almost porn
Went to
levels.
Lisa
rated,
Bonet?
Rated X. X,
Yeah?
X,
Where
X.
can I
when
find
Mickey
that?
Rourke wasn't weird, right on.
Before he started putting shit in his face.
Yeah, it was super controversial. She was like 17 or just 18 in the movie. So there you go. Now I'm doing like Mr. Skin. I'm telling you when in the movie.
I remember she was in fucking The Cosbys.
Yeah.
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 She was hot. I
And he
I
liked her
probably
then.
whacked off to her when she was on the Cosby.
And I think she's a good 10 years older than him, than Momo. So it seems
She's
to be those
older than
couple,
him,
like-
yeah.
Yes, and that seems to work. So, but okay, so that was like a couple I definitely want to see happening going on, and I'd like to see.
So you want to see Jason Momoa fuck?
No, I really
the
want to.
tape?
I really want to just watch Lisa and take notes.
Okay.
It's really about Lisa because obviously
she
she's
could
the
get
one
it.
that's the voodoo goddess. That's whatever.
Yeah.
She has got.
Oh,
Some
I didn't
kind
know her and Lenny
She has some
Kravitz.
kind of magic thing going on, but you're
What,
not.
she's into voodoo?
Well, that was from that movie, and she was always kind of known.
What was the
as
name of the movie with her and Mickey Rourke?
Angel Heart.
Angel Heart? I never heard of that.
Yes, really? You got to watch
Mickey Rourke
that.
probably just made it so he could be in a sex scene with her.
He has sex with like everybody in that movie. I
Really?
think. Yeah, he plays like
He
a
must
real
have been
big.
young, huh? Was it
Yeah.
Pope of Greenwich Village days?
Yes, I think so. Maybe a little bit afterwards, but
That-
yes.
He's one of my favorite actors until he started going fucking mental.
Then I looked up too who makes sex tapes. And of course, exhibitionists do. So everyone thinks that again, this is like this get rich thing that that they're trying to do. That no, it's not. It's just exhibitionists.
Really?
They literally get off on just watching themselves
Oh,
perform.
have sex?
Yeah,
I thought an exhibitionist is someone who walks around naked.
it is too. They like to. So it's like a
Oh,
combination.
but they want to. Gotcha.
It's a
gotcha.
combination. Well, because an exhibitionist could
They
just
want
be
to see
somebody who
themselves
wants to
fuck
flash.
naked too. Yeah.
They want to see that too. Yes.
Oh, really?
And then there's also something. Okay, Kylie Jenner. She brought this up.
Which
Now,
one is this?
All of the Jenners,
This is the billionaire?
all the Kardashians have a sex tape, including the mom.
Yeah, you brought that up before, but
Right.
I can't see that. I don't believe that would be big news.
No.
I'm not saying they don't in their own private thing because
They only leaked out little bits and pieces. I think they're
Okay.
saving them or something.
well, they are
like that.
powerful. They could probably stop it if it was going to go out. So okay, I mean, I'm sure they do.
But the supermodel one, she said.
The one that looks like a boy.
And then my girlfriend, my bestie Sam says I have a little of that. She said that she's something called autoerotic, where she gets off on looking at her own image.
Who, the one that looks like a boy, the skinny one?
The model, yes. So she gets off watching herself. So there
Well,
are
I think that
a group
whole
of women that
family-
just want to
the whole
watch
family
themselves.
does.
And like, so when she said when they're having sex, she just likes to like put the video in front of them. So she's basically just having sex with herself. So that's this level we're going to. So now we're just like having sex tapes with ourselves.
They're like they. I mean, I don't blame them.
We're becoming audio
If
sexual.
I was
like,
a chick,
like-
I mean, they go for NBA guys and rappers. I mean, at least you're getting a guy with money, and especially that one, the one you just brought up. She's met with like some guys, superstar basketball players, and that's the only way I would see what the fuck she looks like. She's at the fucking Suns game. I'm like, who's this fucking girl sitting courtside? I'm sitting here watching on my screen. There's fucking chicks at the Knick game. What are you doing on fucking the floors? You fucking. But I get it. She has more money than me, but she's there because she's blowing the fucking.
I do want to wonder why
blowing
they
the
all
kid.
interracially date. Not that it matters.
No, I don't give a shit about that.
I just want to
saying.
know. I'm just curious how that goes.
I don't
Do
care
the
about
sisters
that.
like kind of fight with each other? Like, do they kind of follow each other as a trend? Is it?
Yeah, I just think well,
No.
the mother has a black boyfriend too. It's just what you like. But then again, she was
No.
with Bruce too when he wanted a cock. But maybe they like variety.
Then
Kim
again,
was with white boys too.
Yeah, but I asked my friend Philip, who's my good friend, who's and he's African American. He says that
Philip is black.
Philip-
His name's Philip.
yeah.
And he's black.
oh yeah,
And he calls himself Philip.
like gangsta.
Wow, we
yeah,
even
like
call a
no,
white guy
but
for- she's like
but he
gangsta.
gets offended. He thinks it's like publicity too. He thinks it's like a whole.
What when a
thing.
white person, a black person?
No,
in
them
celebrity
for
world?
some reason with the Kardashian, it bothers them.
If Kanye West,
I don't know why.
I
it
hate to bring
bothers
him
but
up
it
because
does.
he's having some problems.
Oh, they have a sex tape too. Hasn't
they
been
said he has
leaked
like
yet.
4. He said it himself.
Yeah, I got to see that. You're in like,
I forgot what I was gonna say.
sorry,
No, it's not your fault.
it is.
That guy, what that guy from Half Baked say? Marijuana affects the memory.
Yeah.
It wasn't important.
But
oh,
Kanye's one
Kanye,
sex tape.
Kanye,
Please.
Kanye West, very talented. Well, he was talented. I don't know what he's doing now, but he's not a handsome fella. He's not an ugly guy. But if Kanye West wasn't Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, forget the money. It was more of the holy shit. I can market the shit out of myself. Kanye West very popular. He's at
Right.
the time, him and Jay-Z were best friends, and I guess he's seen him going nutty too. And everyone's like, "Why don't Jay-Z hang out with Kanye West anymore?" There you go. Now you know. He was, you can't have certain people around you. But Kim Kardashian, I think that whole family, everything is done. No, changing their kid's diaper, everything is done to market their own fucking brand. And I'm not mad at them.
She did do a good
But
job.
for the people who do watch that and think they're they've done they don't do shit. All right, you have a cat. I get it. I wouldn't mind. Hey, you want to watch me? Pay me however many $1 million a year to follow me around all fucking day. You're only gonna see me.
That was
smoke.
Ryan Seacrest, genius.
All right, that I get. Well, is he or is he the devil? But I got you. That I mean, look, he wants to make money. You got to do that, right?
Yeah.
And you see, he has he's like that Fanoik that's on the Bravo show. He runs Bravo. He's like the guy for E. Was it E Channel?
Yes.
So Ryan Seacrest, and then you got the other guy with all the housewives. Listen, it's entertaining. I get it, but.
They all have sex tapes too. Almost every one of the
You know
Real
who I wanna
Housewives
smash?
is up there. Risa Reynolds is pretty sexy.
All right, you know her?
I must say, hers was
I
pretty
remember,
sexy.
I remember her as a kid, but
Yes.
she could get it. But the other girl, I just read the article. I only know because I don't watch those shows, but I've seen
Yes, he does.
the Halloween movies.
Okay. Yes.
So she's in the last one, and I'm like, and they're talking, when they promote, they're like, Kylie Richards, Real Wives, Housewives. I'm like, wait a minute. And it's the girl from the original Halloween because it was so many years later. So
Right.
they try to get some of the original cast members, and she was one of them.
She has sex tapes.
I hope so. She is fucking hot. Her name's Kylie Richards.
Yes, she is.
And I'm looking at her, and I was reading the article the other day. I go, this ain't the same girl. She is one of the most. She's probably the sexiest in celebrity world.
Wow.
But one of the hottest milfs I've ever. I guess.
So that's the one you want to see.
Want to see? I want to make one with her. She is fucking hot, Kylie. I'm talking. And then the article was about how people like you probably could get this. People were shaming her because she's tremendous body. So people are like, oh, you did some surgery. She goes, fuck you guys. I work out, fucking them up at 5 a.m. working out 3 hours a day. I'm like, my
She was
God,
always beautiful.
I want to
too.
bang her even more.
She was always beautiful.
Yeah, but that's what the article was about. I'm like, Kylie Richards, is that the girl from Halloween? So I click on it because
Right.
I got downtime. I like to read. And they show a picture of her. I'm like, what the fuck? And she wasn't naked or anything. She was just wearing a shirt and it was low cut and her fucking legs. And you could just tell her legs that she works out. And that's what the article was.
She
She
could do,
looks
like,
good and people are
splits.
still shaming.
Acrobats.
Yeah, like she could do a handstand upside down and probably, suck whatever you want to her.
Yeah, they rip her apart, and you know what? I
She's
know
hot.
she just got a little
So
bit
you
of
watched
work
that.
done.
You
She's
watched
in her
that show.
50s, for God's sake. She looks insane.
So you know her, right? Is it me or
Yes.
is she hot,
She's
man?
she's really one of the most
She
beautiful
really
of
is.
them, like structurally.
I put her
pretty.
next to J-Lo. I know J-Lo.
she's up
J-Lo's
there.
another one. People give her shit. That chick works out 4 hours a day. I know someone who used to train her trainer.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
And
her
that-
trainer needed to be trained.
But that's like a beauty thing 101. Like a lot of people think that surgery is gonna like save you. Like
No,
they're
yeah,
taking
no.
away that she's actually just a gorgeous woman. She got like
mean,
a little
she's
nip and tuck. It
beautiful.
wasn't not a big to do.
I mean, sure she had to because, the shows they're
You
on.
all
I
did.
get
Well,
it.
I
but-
would too. Money.
But I'm looking
Money
at
holds me back.
when you can't tell, whatever she did, you can't tell. And
No,
she's
it's-
fucking, her stomach.
Botox
I'm
and
like,
stuff.
this chick is over 50 years old. I would fucking,
And she had 4 children. I, think 5.
I would put her through a wall in a good way, not a bad way.
Maybe we can get the housewives.
Not
on
like you
one
owe me
day.
money. So you watch those shows?
I did, but I don't watch
Can you
it
get one
anymore
of those
'cause I got
crazy
rid of
bitches
TV.
on it?
But I want one of them. Yes.
Get her on.
I want Erica Jane, of course.
Which one's that? I don't
that
know. them.
blonde
I
one that
just
was
know
married
her.
to the old dude. She doesn't have a sex
And Paris
tape.
Hilton's mom's in one. Is that true?
Paris Hilton. Let's
Who the
keep-
hell's she?
Wait, want me to?
She had a good sex tape.
Do you want me to go all the sex tapes and
Uh,
you pick one?
She was quiet though. I mean, she looked like she was on drugs, but I used to hate her. I think
gonna
I
pull 'em
seen
up.
her recently somewhere, and she looks good. She grew on me. What happened there?
I'm gonna show him the amount of sex
Shh.
tapes that people have done. Paris Hilton has one.
Yeah, no, that's what blew her up, Paris Hilton.
Really?
Yeah, you don't remember? Where was
I
it?
didn't really. No, I know, but I didn't
Yeah.
think it was like the whole thing. So
Yeah, she
so
was young.
Hulk Hogan has one. His
It's
daughter
gross.
has one. Rob Lowe, Kim Kardashian, all the sisters, Pamela Anderson, Anna Nicole Smith, Farrah Abraham. She was on.
Oh yeah,
MTV's.
that my sister used to watch
Amy
that show.
Fisher, John Bobbitt,
That I know.
Dana, the one that was from Look Who's Talk. What's the one with?
Oh, the
what
one
you
who
talking about,
died. She
Willis?
eventually OD'd.
Yes, hers was very, very.
That I
very
know. That I
Gene
know.
Simmons.
Of course.
Disturbing.
He married a porn
It was
star.
disturbing. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
she was like a B, kind of like a B.
Yeah, like a
star.
Cinemax thing. And,
Yeah, like where they like tease you.
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah,
go
yeah.
all the way. It's kind
Yeah.
of like a.
yeah, they don't show the parts
I
or
said
anything.
this to my lover the other day. There's like cock tease and clit tease. There is.
Yeah, right.
That's what those are.
Yeah, right.
And then and Kelsey Grammer's wife also
Who the
sex
fuck is
tape.
that?
Kelsey, she was another housewife. She was in that soft porn category. Oh, Tanya Harding, Colin Farrell. J-Lo has one out
I
there.
need to see that.
Did not
immediately.
know. She does. John Edwards has one.
Who the hell's that?
John Edwards is he's kind of some kind of like a motivational speaker.
Oh wait, no, you're talking about that jerk off that says he could read the spirits or something.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, I see an H and there's 10,000 people in the audience. Like, yeah,
He
my
made a
dad's
sex
name was
tape.
Harry. No, he did not.
He did too.
John Edwards.
Jessica Simpson's. Now I'm going to go into the hot ones.
You see
okay?
her lately? She looks like she got AIDS.
She got so skinny.
She got AIDS?
Well, because they all made fun of her that she was fat.
She looks
and
like
now
she
she's
got
skinny,
it's terrible.
and now they're doing this,
It looked like she got the AIDS.
which is another beauty tip. Men actually will prefer. They'll go up to 15
She looks
pounds
sickly.
heavier.
She looks sickly.
So that's,
she has no face.
and she was super curvy. Her
I
tape
used to
was
love
super
I used to
hot.
love her.
Hers was sexy. Super.
How do you know? You
sexy.
seen it?
I've seen
I'm
parts.
telling
of
you,
it.
these can't be real. They have to be.
They are real, but they're clips and pieces. No, it's not like this entire thing. Like even Scarlett Johansson, when I looked up her nude photos, it's just like leaked. Her assistant went in her phone.
That was
Trust no one, by
that-
the way.
that was
When we
a
have
big
it like
thing
that,
that
trust
went on.
nobody
Yeah,
with your
yeah,
phone.
yeah.
Fucking assistants. That is like some cold stuff.
Well, that was when that person leaked a lot of people's shit. He hacked into something.
Now, a list. Now I'm going to go into the top hot. Okay, these are the worst. Okay, Andrew Tate's bad.
What do you mean? He has one?
Sucks. He's got a few out there. The couple of the girls' tapes. First of all, he's like it's actually straight up almost rapey. One or two other ones. Small D, no idea.
Does he?
Jabby,
Is that-
grabby, all over the place. So all that whole balling
Jabby,
bullshit.
grabby.
Alyssa Milano, hot.
Oh, I love her.
There's some.
She might have been the first girl I ever whacked off to.
Now, since we're going across the
I'm not
gamut,
even joking.
I did find the politicians in the other countries.
She's a
are going
real.
crazy.
She's a crazy liberal now. She's nuts.
Who?
Alyssa Milano. She's had all these these crazy things. You know, she was with Trump and shit. She was big, like going to these rallies and starting
Like
rallies.
anti?
Yeah, big time. But she was like nutty with it. And she's married. She got kids and
Yeah.
shit. She still looks fucking good, man. But
She does.
I remember when I was younger, my buddy worked for the Giants. He sold
Okay.
season tickets for them. And I remember she was, I guess, because she's an actress, and the guy who owns the Giants,
Yeah.
he was originally, there's two owners of the Giants. One guy was a film guy because it costs a lot of money. But there's the original owner still involved, the son, I guess.
Okay.
So it's Steve Tisch. He was a big Hollywood producer.
Yes, I've
Tisch
heard that name.
School and all
Uh-huh.
that. So I guess he knew Alyssa Milano, and they made her model when they started girl clothes for the Giants, you know, sexy Venus
Yeah.
and shit. She was the model for it. And my buddy said he met her way back then. He goes, she was cool. He goes, she's definitely slutty. I go, what do you mean? He goes, she was definitely sleeping with one or two of the players. Not at the
Yeah.
same time, but
There's
I mean,
something
how
up
could you?
there.
I mean, there's what? 60 fucking NFL players. I mean, she's why? She was single, wasn't? But he said she was always, sweet and quiet, and she was the face of the Giant when it first came out. The female,
Yeah.
you got to make clothes for females too. They want to wear some shit.
But I think like there's just like a lot of like lack of sex pots right now in Hollywood. And then now the two that
There's not
shocked
new.
me.
Any new ones? Is there? There's not new ones. We still have the originals. Halle Berry. We still got. I hate to keep saying J Lo, but I like J Lo. I would just want to bang her once, and then if I had to give up
Yeah.
my life to bang her once, J Lo could tell me right now I have AIDS, and I'd still fuck her. I'd take a chance.
I think I would sleep with J Lo.
I'd still take a chance.
I would sleep with J Lo in a second.
But hold on, let me get some Saran wrap.
Although I think she's probably very demanding. But that's hey.
No,
that's
she
it.
looks like you got to put in work. Like really, again, like chill
Yes,
out.
and now I don't know who that. Now if somebody else knows who Nico is. Does
I don't know
anyone
who the hell
any-
she's talking about. You know who Nico is, Josh? She keeps saying Nico. There's no rapper
He's a
Nico.
rapper.
Nah.
Well,
no.
well, I looked him up. He's a rapper.
Is he from
Nico.
this country?
Yes, and he's from this era. I was trying to find new
Really?
ones. Yes. Well,
Well,
anyway,
he must suck because
it's Mimi and Nico. They're supposedly famous rappers or whatever. But
Oh.
either maybe they're with the
Never heard
youngins with
never
the
heard.
kids. Well, anyway, their tape
I'll
was
ask my daughter
so
if she knows.
hot, super.
it was a hot tape.
triple X.
What
Oh
was
my
so
God,
hot
they were
about it?
doing positions. They
Oh,
had it.
foreplay during. That's
No,
hot.
they had it filmed like underneath. You ever see the porno? You
Oh,
watch
really?
Porn, but she's like this, and he's filming like under it.
Oh wow.
like under
How
the
the fuck did he
table.
do that? He was
You put
filming
the
it.
film. No, you put the camera on the bottom. Not that I know.
Yeah, right.
But
You've heard. You've heard.
and then she's like over it, and he's like
Oh yeah.
filming from
so
this
what?
way.
You could see
and
the
her
bottom.
body's pretty sick.
You could see
to
the
be
bottom
hanging that way.
taints. The taints of both of them.
All I know is you better be tight and right to be filming your ass.
Sure, right,
This
yeah.
way, like your stomach and everything
Yeah.
hanging this way. That's
Yeah,
what she was.
right.
Yes, and then this is gonna shock you. Are you ready
Wow.
for the drum roll on this one before we go into the police scandal? Because we got to save it for that at the end.
Yeah. Well,
Chelsea Handlers.
Let me tell you
It
something.
was good. She was
First
like,
of all-
it was
First of all,
kind of hot.
I probably
was
tweeted.
wild.
I probably tweeted 50 Cent about 50 times about this because he's hilarious to follow. I'm a big 50 Cent fan. Music, his TV he's making. He's going to be the next Rupert Murdoch. And I'm not even making a joke. But what was he thinking? He still hasn't answered me. But what the fuck was he thinking banging that fucking broad? First of all, she's not funny. She's not funny.
I'm so
her
jealous.
show.
How did she get a show?
Right. I rather invest in you. If she's not funny, she tries to be shocking funny, but it's cringy, and she's starting to look like
Yeah,
a
it
dude.
is a little cringy.
She might as well have a dick on her face. She's
It is
starting to
a
look like
little
a
cringy.
dude, and I just don't like her. And
That's why I was surprised at the sex tape.
I'd rather stare meat needles in my penis than watch a sex tape.
It was like she was a different person, honestly.
Well, maybe it was.
Like
That's why it was so good.
If anything, it was real. Like
Who was she fucking?
A boyfriend, I guess, but just
Was it a white guy?
Show. Yeah.
Because she likes all kinds of guys.
Yeah. Oh, no, she just seemed very sensual, very sexy. Like
I
she's
can't picture
super
her and
into
50
it.
Cent. Fuck.
I don't know. I
I
can't
mean,
picture
50 looks like he's probably an animal.
I can't
but
picture him
and this-
really either.
Yeah,
don't
there
know.
was a rumor, and he's suing these people. Listen to this shit. Anything people gonna believe, right? So someone had a penis, I guess a penis growing pill,
Right.
some bullshit company, and I guess, and they're doing this a lot on that fucking Facebook. I'm not a
On that
celebrity,
Facebook.
but I'd be pissed if I was a celebrity. They're taking people's faces and putting them on different bodies just for clickbait.
Yes.
So I guess for 50 Cent, they had this penis growing pill, and 50 Cent uses it. I should. So he's like, yo, he got mad, and he's a fuck. So he's going at the company. He's suing. I'm like, now people are gonna think I have a little penis. So
It's gonna come up in his algorithms now and everything.
now I'm gonna get penis.
What are
pill
your
emails.
girls gonna see? And they're gonna be like, what are
Yeah.
you googling?
I'm like, listen, I'll have to hit them with it then if that's the case. But I'm like, shit like that. But someone like me can't say something funny or call one of the Kardashians a cunt on Twitter.
No.
I got to take it down.
No.
But they're doing it even with girls' faces, famous girls' faces.
Yes.
Like I know for a fact, we were talking about Natalie Portman before. She's a quiet actress as far as we know. They had obviously wasn't her body, but it was her face because she's cute, and it was a bikini, but it basically wasn't a bikini, and you could see her whole tits. through
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing. I'm like, Natalie Portman posted. I'm like, can't she sue? Like, where they're worried about the shit we're saying and doing, but someone with a fake fucking website, and the website's something stupid. It's like, we love to light people on fire.com. If you look at the thing on the side, it's always some crazy fugazi click.
They told me
bait.
that when they put my face up with my porn site.
Yeah, that was crazy.
They-
Yeah, but I
it's
could
still up
tell.
there.
You could tell that was kind of photoshopped.
But-
Some of those photos, the face was off.
No, that was my regular pictures, but inside is somebody else. Inside
Someone's
of the
bot. It's like a bot, right?
Yeah, or they just trying to get
How
the
the fuck is that?
They told
That's so crazy.
Well, Pornhub, they tried it on Pornhub. Pornhub took it down immediately because of copyright from Facebook.
Yeah, they're legit.
They were legit. But the other ones, they told me that it's every picture that you put up on Facebook, anywhere in social media, unless you're like from the company that's going to sue under their umbrella, it's copyright. No copyright. Have a field day, and then they could put somebody else's name on it. You don't own it. It's totally messed up.
That's messed up.
Totally messed up. And when you remember, before we go into the cop, the catfishing level too on porn is another level.
What do you mean? How do you catfish
because
on porn?
People you don't think that they're using filters. I can make myself
Oh,
look stupid.
well,
I
I
can make
mean-
myself skinny. I can make
Can
myself. Oh, they have a filter that alters your body.
I mean, listen, if you're
so
watching
now,
a porn,
but now
who
porn is
cares,
like
but
completely like it's just.
everyone's sexy.
It's fake, but then but when I spoke to men, that's why they're going back to the sex tapes because they still want that raunchy tape. They still want it clear. And,
Well, if you
even
go on
in my
Pornhub-
personal life, he wants to see real.
If you go on Pornhub, I'm sure there's all different categories, right? You were saying? It's probably categories we don't want to see.
Any professionally made one, we don't know.
Right.
It's the ones that people are making at home that you can kind of tell it's grainy and raw.
And what they have a home video section, like amateur shit or something?
Yeah.
Really?
They'll just be like
Oh, they're probably like just a phone
they either
set
call
up
it
or something.
gonzo or they call it like
Yeah.
just like regular porn or
Okay.
whatever. But MILF is number 2.
Are there any
so-
hotties? Any hot home videos?
Some.
Sure, there's some hot. Well, I mean, why would you do it if you don't?
All I
think
know
they're
is
hot?
people are freaks.
Yeah?
I'm glad to see it.
Yeah.
I guess I think it's.
I mean, listen, if you're with someone for a long time, I mean, you got to be careful. You make a video, but once you upload something, that's it. It's forever.
just remember
You
that's
know
what
what I
I can
mean?
say is once you do it, that's it.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this was really horrible when we got into a huge fight.
It's on the cloud.
But when my video when I thought it was up there, I did yell at my lover. I thought I don't know. I thought someone got in his phone. I didn't think it was him, but I thought someone got in his phone or
Right,
one of his
right.
friends got in
Yeah,
his
you never
phone
know.
or
Could
whatever.
get hacked.
And he was so pissed. But then you know what I said? I said, well, wouldn't you be angry if I was like, oh, I have no idea who did this?
Right.
Shouldn't I be going to you if I have like 6 people to choose from? That's
Sure,
the
sure.
dangerous part. But now we have to go into the cop.
This story's great.
Okay.
Mm.
Tennessee.
Listen, there's not much to do out there.
Police officer.
Didn't they just have a storm?
A young woman. Yep.
How old is she? 20?
She's in her late 20s. Right. She's in her late 20s. She's married to a Christian man. They have an open.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because his name is Jedediah. I can't.
Oh, is it?
It just adds
That's a
to
Christian
it. It
name
reminds
for
me of those 19 kids and counting when then they found out the kid's a pedophile.
You think he's one of those guys that's like, I'm waiting for Christ to
They're all
come?
getting these closet freaks.
Yeah, no, some of those people are, yeah. They're out there.
But of course, you know, the whole police department's in on this sex scandal. I think it was at least 10 people.
Yeah, it's the bad.
Straight up. They fired already. I looked
A
it back
bunch,
up.
right?
Yeah, it's 5 so far. Yeah. 3 are on suspension.
On duty. They were
tapes.
fucking on duty. In the police station.
Yes, but unfortunately, Megan is the only one that keeps getting all the publicity.
You know why I think?
Why?
I hate to be mean and say
that
it.
She's a girl?
No, she's not that good looking, and people are like, wow. You know, do you see the guy she had sex with? I mean, everyone was pretty much decent looking human being in those photos.
It was a good looking crew.
Yeah, it was a good looking. You see that one dude, the guy who looked like who was the guy in the Green Mile? I go, she sucked that guy's dick. I go, no fucking way. And and you know, they had to. I guess they confessed because listen, all right, we did it, get it all, and it's in Tennessee. Who thinks you're gonna get fired out there? They need cops, but I think it's more of listen. I said the
taxpayers hard at work.
I said the same thing about Kobe's situation when he had sex with that girl and she claimed rape. Kobe, you ever see Kobe Bryant's wife? You know who Kobe Bryant is?
Yes.
They put him next to Michael Jordan.
Okay.
I won't say I'm LeBron James because you don't know him, so we'll stay with Michael Jordan. And his wife is beautiful. And early on in his career, he had sex with a fucking crazy fan, a hotel worker.
Okay.
Did his thing, and she's claiming rape and this and that. And I go, oh, well, come on. The only thing these athletes have to worry about is shit like that. I'm not saying, the woman was lying right away, but she was caught, found,
right.
And she actually confessed I didn't fucking do it. But something like that could, ruin someone's career. And then I see the picture.
It's 0.01 of false allegations of rape. So let me just put that out there.
And I don't want to be mean saying
so that's
this,
like getting the cases, though.
But if you see the girl, I don't want to be mean, and I hope no one takes this the wrong way, she was so not rapeable. Like, J-Lo, I could understand.
I'm going to hold this in.
No, but
rape has nothing to do with
I'm just
looks.
kidding. But no, what I'm saying is this girl, I mean, she's not a good-looking chick. She's not even good looking in a way that if I was at work, I would say, all right, I'm going to jeopardize my job for a blowjob. Because if I'm going to cheat, it's going to be with someone worth it. And apparently, but then again, she's walking around like, hey, who wants their dick sucked? You're going to the vending machine. She's there. You put a quarter in and she's going to blow you. But it was what? Another woman? Her and another woman?
There was another
She's
woman
ugly.
involved, but she was really not like the protagonist. The difference with this cop,
How do you know?
Megan, because you could tell in the tape, she seemed a little bit more bossy.
What tape?
Well, they have a few little bits and pieces leaked.
Oh, because they did shit inside the fucking...
and other people
Right.
screenshot it, and you can't get rid of everything.
Yeah, how did it come about? Someone was investigating?
That's how they went after her ass, literally, because she got busted. It's always about the girls with the sexy selfies. She took the sexy selfies, then it got traced back, and then they started the wives
Sexy
and
selfies.
wives
How
looking.
could she possibly make
I
a
will
sexy
find
selfie?
a sexy selfie if I have to. Not even.
Well,
Even if,
that's you, but
Even
she-
if my boyfriend doesn't have a phone, I'll fucking find it.
She couldn't have done a sexy selfie.
She
ugly.
did.
She's
She
ugly.
did many.
Well, she was
many.
trying to be sexy, but
No,
she's
was.
not, though.
Sexy doesn't have to do with things that are
Okay.
tied into looks.
Well, to
It's
me,
not.
you can act sexy all you want. If
We were
I'm not
just saying that the
attractive...
some of the most unattractive men are super sexy. Remember you were saying?
Oh,
Some of them
I
are
never
fucking
said anything of the
toothless.
I said there's a swagger,
Santa
but that's
thing
more of a
going on.
man. A man needs swag, like Jay-Z. Horrible-looking human being. He's probably pulled puss, But even if he wasn't famous, he has that swagger. I mean, listen, if Beyonce could have got whoever the fuck she wanted, she didn't need Jay-Z's fucking money. She was like, all right, he's ugly, but you know what? He's a nice fella. And we'll be a power couple together. Maybe that's what it was about. But a man, I think, could get away with more being ugly than a woman can. Because maybe men are more shallow.
No, men
I'll
are more
say.
visual creatures.
Sure, absolutely.
So-
I'm first to admit that. You could cure cancer. If you are ugly, I don't care about you or your life or where you came from. She'll be like, oh, I think you're really hot. I cured cancer. I'm like, yeah, but you're too ugly. Cure AIDS, then call me.
And you got to go on performance.
Cure ugliness,
She
hon.
did have a nice little figure.
Listen, And how do you know the cop? Oh wait, you seen her without the cop uniform?
Well, they have her in the sexy.
yeah,
They
right,
have her in the sexy outfits. They can't get rid of those.
I can't see them being sexy.
So they are. They like.
I gotta check this
the
out.
lingerie is not up to my approval, but you know she's a cop. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like they don't really probably
She
have
can't
the big,
afford good
They don't
lingerie.
have no. They
in
don't.
Tennessee, they probably in New
They're
York.
not getting
New York
Perla.
cops are underpaid. Imagine how they probably paid them $8 an hour in Tennessee. The
Right.
cops.
Right.
They're like, listen, there's no crime. Just fuck each other. We'll give you $10 an hour.
But I do like to see the entire team of all the officers getting along.
I
We're always saying, right?
Listen, it's better than animosity.
All the other ones are shooting each other up and stuff.
Cops who fuck are a stronger department.
Everyone was even sexually. The guys and the girls all participated.
Yeah.
We had different races going on.
was
I think it was pretty. I think it was
A
open.
lot of the insinuations that she was just going down on dudes.
No
Like,
one is complaining. The girls
Yeah.
weren't complaining. The guys weren't complaining. The only ones who are really complaining are all the spouses.
I mean, yeah.
You know,
But
and
were
that's
they
really-
all
that's-
married? Were they all married?
I think 90%.
Well, most of them, right?
Yes, and then-
one guy had like 3 kids, right?
Yeah.
See, that's fucked up. That fucks up the whole. I mean,
Yeah.
that's if you're a single
Really
guy,
not giving me hope here.
if they're all single, that's fine. But this
No.
kid's involved, that sucks.
But for some reason, she's the only one vilified as like the town whore. Because
well, I only heard about her, not the other
but
girl.
she
so
had
that's why I'm
she had the
asking.
she wasn't
Right.
married, I don't think. But she has the open marriage. So the other ones
Okay,
don't.
I mean, listen. To me, it's more hilarious.
None
than
of the
anything.
men had an
I'm
open
not
marriage.
offended by any of it. I think it's fucking funny because hey, you get bored at work, suck a dick in your spare time. What are you
I
gonna
got
do?
no problem with it. I remember they used to abuse all the inmates. It was an imbalance of power.
Yeah.
Now you're just hanging out
Just
with
fuck
each
your
other.
partner.
And it does.
If
prove
I was
that
a cop and had a hot partner and
they
she wanted to
probably
fuck,
all
I would
do,
fuck her.
But now we're videotaping everything.
I would fuck her.
That's the problem.
I'm like, hey,
This might be going on in all
we're
sorts
doing a graveyard. Want to pull someone over and fuck?
What about the firehouse? Oh, now I'm getting a
Deputy?
Now I have a little fantasy. Amy goes to the firehouse.
The firehouse?
See, like I can do my own movie. See how
Do
I,
they
see
have
how
those?
I spun that?
Do they have those kind of porns? Men in uniform porn?
No, I just am like sleeping in the firehouse and
Yeah,
I'm just
just-
like making pancakes, but I don't really have to go to the fire.
Yeah.
You see, I'm just
No,
there.
you go in.
I'm there like from around.
You make the food and you just you do the alarm.
and I have
thing.
like suspender pants.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
I
yeah.
wear like Samantha
And
from
you're
Sex and
cooking
the City.
pancakes, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I do because I'm like a team effort.
She was hot.
And she remember when she
What
was
was her
doing the
name?
fireman?
What was her name in Sex and the City?
Samantha.
What's her name in real life?
Kim Cattrall.
She was hot. She was the hottest one.
None of them have sex tapes. I checked. I
Oh,
checked
well.
Sex in the City.
I doubt
sex
that.
tapes. And Sarah Jessica Parker, I'm gonna give her.
Well, I
she's
could see no
alone.
one's
She's
making-
alone on
she's
sexual. But I
ugly.
would really thought Kim was gonna have one, but she didn't.
Kim Cattrall?
Yeah, I thought
That's
she
her
would,
name.
but she did
She's
not.
hot, man.
She did not.
She's another one, older woman who I'd fucking smash.
Yep.
I haven't seen her lately, but she was hot in that Sex and the City. I thought she was the hottest one.
And Miranda, nothing either. She nothing on her.
Which
she was
one's
gonna
that?
be governor.
The
She was
redhead?
The redhead. She was.
Oh, she ran for governor,
for
that's
like a hot
right.
minute. I would have
Yeah.
been on the bus with her, but yeah, she was. out.
What was she going for?
Governor.
She's a lesbian in real life?
She's lesbianly.
Was she in the show? No.
No.
She was in the show. In real life.
No, no one was a lesbian in the show.
No, they were all straight.
They were all straight, and none of them. I just thought it was interesting that none of them have a
Okay.
sex tape. But back to the police
That we know of.
that we know of. So now this is going to be a whole new. I bet you they're going to find a lot more.
I mean, there was a lot of fucking going on at that police station. And
lot.
It's crazy. Like,
And that's what we
imagine
know of.
the captain of the station, like, when it was brought to his attention, like, what do you mean? You usually have to worry about cops taking payoffs and, you know,
I can
maybe
just
this cop's.
imagine
Yeah.
when they came in.
I'm like, what female officer? She didn't blow me. I'm the captain.
I could just picture Peter. I'm going to do a little role play sitting there with me, going, "Okay, Amy, I see that you're fraternizing with the whole staff here.
Yeah,
Can
right.
you just tell me, show me how this happened?
Yeah, that's.
Can you show me how this came to be?
That's-
I want to know who, like, the first person said this is a good idea to tape this.
And it's crazy because the whole country fucking knows. It's like if once you're and like you said, she's the only one being brought up, and then I had a photo, and then I seen a bunch of dudes. I'm like, wait,
I did
she
that.
was fucking
I
all
used
these
it up.
guys. I mean, she was the listen. There's office sluts, right? She was the office, and the other girl. I don't know. They seem to say that this particular girl had sex with most of them, and she was just like, "Hey, meet me for a coffee. I'll blow you." Maybe she just liked to suck dick. Maybe she was addicted.
No,
to
I
cock.
found something else. She was also. This is how I know she's a true exhibitionist because when it's like when it's like diagnosed, they engage in really risque behavior. Like
Yeah.
these are like the
'Cause you're
teachers.
giving up a pension.
It's
you
like
know?
those teachers who fuck the
Who
students.
fuck the kid just
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's 17. It's still illegal. Or 16.
It's more about the power or whatever
Sure.
with that. But yes, but what was I going to say? When it came, what was I saying? When it came to sex.
See what happens?
God damn it!
I forgot. That's why you got to get Sam here. She's
Yeah.
got to remember what we're saying.
Yes. Okay.
I'm going to
continue.
get that sound bite from Half Baked. This
Be
is
like,
warning.
"Eh."
Marijuana affects the memory.
But they did say that she had she was into risky games. And
Sure.
this proved that she was a total exhibitionist because they do risky behavior. And the game, she said she want one of the tapes. This is where probably the most disturbing. That she wanted to see what the gun going off was like without a bullet in it.
What do you mean?
Like,
oh, when she was getting fucked, she would make someone
yeah,
shoot her
it's just
with.
something with like
Oh, yeah?
simulated shooting a gun. And that's like
Jesus.
all sorts of not.
That's fucking wild.
That's like then that's going into choking and it's going into
well,
that
a
whole
little
area.
choking's fine, but when you're gonna fucking
Russian roulette.
pull out a gun,
Another level.
I know that's crazy.
That's
like fucking with a
Sopranos.
gun.
Remember Sopranos when she would like
Right.
shoot him with the gun?
The sister. That's
Yeah,
right.
So there you go.
I remember that. I was.
I
like,
mean,
what the
she
fuck
did
is
pick a
going-
dream job if she's into like super alphas,
I
macho
guess.
guys.
Yeah,
with
those guys look like they
guns.
played for the Giants. All those fucking guys. I was like, damn, she was really getting down. Maybe she's just into fucking black dudes, and she just.
I do like
Like
the
to
shift
suck
that's
dick.
happening though in the sexuality of women coming up. Think about it.
Well,
this way.
listen, I'm not mad about it. I think it's hilarious. I think it sucks that they got caught and they're going to lose their jobs over. All right. Obviously, they weren't fucking and there was a baby being kidnapped. You know what I mean? It was probably dead time. It's like, listen, we got 3 hours left.
Do cops have do whole
wanna blow me?
precincts have a lot of dead
In
time?
Tennessee,
I don't
yeah,
know.
you do. Yeah,
Not
you
that
do.
much time.
Yeah. In Tennessee, they're selling an ounce of pot a week. They consider that guy a fucking drug dealer. You know what I mean? It's like, get out of here. What are they
They all
solving?
look so cute and wholesome too.
They're running away from tornadoes in fucking Tennessee. That's all they're doing. I mean, come on.
But listen to my like devious mind.
She
here
fucked the whole
for a
workforce in
second.
Tennessee.
I just thought about this.
the
Like
police force.
girls like me, not like me, like girls like I heard like they, I get a bad rap for.
Right.
But if you're really like devious and you want to be like around 1,000 like hot guys, think about it. They're gonna see these women, these more like, man eater girls are gonna start going in these guy jobs. Think about it.
Well, look at half of
We're gonna start going to like doing all the whole garbage department, taking them out.
I'll tell you right
Union.
now, if there was a hot
Imagine
chick
if I worked for a
outside my house,
contractor, I could call the whole team.
if there was a hot chick outside my house, I hear the garbage. Sometimes you got to bring a bag out.
Yeah.
If I pull up, she's got the, what do they wear, green or blue, depending what's the borough you're
You
in.
could cute it up if you had
Oh
to.
my God!
I would.
And she was hot. I'd be like, yo,
I'd
what
like
are you
tie
doing?
it.
I wouldn't give a shit about that. If a girl's beautiful to me, she's beautiful. I'll give a fuck what she
You
does.
can see through it. Men can see underneath it. That's a
Yeah,
fact. Like,
yeah. Listen, I told you.
Swear to God, they can fucking tell.
If
They
a
can
girl's
tell.
hot, she could just wear sweatpants and a t-shirt and still look hot. As to
So
when
true.
She's getting done up, and sometimes if she's done up, she doesn't look that good than when she did. When she's just getting out of bed. That's the kind of chick I like. But don't get me wrong. Sometimes you got to dress up. Sometimes I got to wear a fucking suit.
No, but meaning like it's a fallacy that people think like, oh, she's like let's take the girl body and stick her in a cop uniform or stick. You still curves to
That's
curves.
hot, too.
Still gonna come through.
If I was talking to a cop,
I would alter it.
I was talking to a cop once, but not like that. But if I was with like a cop, like if she was my girlfriend, I'd be like, listen, keep the uniform on, or I'm coming to work to fuck you like these people in Tennessee did. But I would, shit like that's cool. Like women who are married to firemen, I'm sure. He comes home one day, she's got his whatever they call it, his gear on, and
First of all, we live on Staten
That's
Island.
hot.
We live on Staten Island.
Yeah, everyone's fucked a fireman.
Everybody, yes, everyone has had sex with a fireman, and not well. I actually haven't, but yeah.
I actually was going to talk
That
to a
was a long time
fire
ago.
girl, but she was EMS, and I went to school with her when we were younger, and I seen her at a funeral, unfortunately, like 3 years ago.
They
And I'm
look like
looking,
they
I'm
get
like,
it on.
is that her? And she just looked fucking really good. Then we're friends on Facebook, and then you see she's like this big EMS person. She's like a hero. She saved like 4 babies. I'm like, damn. I would like then if I was with her, I could. That's the kind of girl. I'm like, wow, but she does it. She went through rigorous training because you got to do the same training. It's
I bet you they're fooling
FDNY
around.
EMS. And she's in a house with a whole bunch of dudes, because everything's together now. So it's fucking great. So she loves it. She goes, she was, I think she was in the paper. And, but I always thought about it if I was with her, like I fucking come home one day and she's just in the thing. I don't know what they call it, the gear, just a jacket. I'll be like, what do you got? I'll be like, bring the oxygen. You're going to need it.
Keep back 2,000 feet.
Yeah.
But see, on Staten Island, everybody wears all of the uniforms. Like it's like a thing here. You have to if your husband's a cop, you have to wear the cop outfit.
Yeah.
If you're a fireman,
NYPD
you wear-
t-shirt.
It's like taken by Officer Tim. Or
Pray
like-
at night for
yeah.
my husband who
Yes.
saves the streets, NYPD.
Keep back 2,000 feet. And
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
the girl's like in the pajamas. And then I
Yeah,
always
yeah,
think
yeah.
to myself, like, yeah, keep back.
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
fucking back.
Keep
out of
back.
that.
I cheat on my husband while he's out 2 days out of the week.
Yes, and that's why you'll know on
With the
Staten Island.
gardener.
Right. So if you ever want to know, if he's a working guy here, don't worry. He'll be wearing his outfit. He'll be wearing,
Yeah, that's
if he's a
true.
construction worker, he'll be
You
wearing
could
his
tell,
outfit.
yeah.
He'll be wearing his whole
It's very
gear.
blue collar.
Right. So if we
Yeah.
ever get busted in a skek sandal. Okay, so we're going to go on Staten Island now. Aside from our friend who's open about it, our JoJo, we have nobody here on Staten Island that I could find with a sex tape that has been
I
completely
told you, I
leaked
know
out.
my friend's a porn star, but not. I don't know if it's a personal.
But that's
sex
not
tape.
leaked out.
No, he's not a big porn
That's
star
like the jig
either.
is
He's
up.
just actually someone who's made porn
not
for
a
5
big
years.
porn star.
No, he's not. No, he's not a big guy like we would know.
Yeah,
I mean, he's just.
but I do wanna
There's
talk
a
to a porn
million
star.
porn stars we don't even know. I don't even know if I know anymore because when I was younger, who was a big porn star? Who 20 years ago was a porn star?
Jenna Jameson's the only
All right,
girl
that-
that,
that-
I really
that I
know a
could-
lot
that I remember.
about.
That I've definitely whacked off to her before.
Yes.
But that's.
'Cause
That was when VHS was out.
That's another whole story.
She was hot. Now, you heard about her
for
now?
women and everything.
She's all fucked up now.
She's all fucked. Well, she married
Her
that
kids are
abusive
taken
asshole.
away from her. Oh yeah, he was
He like
the
beat her
UFC guy.
down, and then he like put her into like the nut house.
I want to say Ortiz.
Yes,
Tito
he's
Ortiz.
Yeah.
Well, he just looks fucking fucked up. That guy.
He was like beat. She had like
yeah, that was a
black
bad
eyes.
situation.
Yeah, she
and,
had little babies.
He has the kids though.
She comes also from a home of incest.
Yeah.
Father,
well, she used to be on Stern a lot,
brother,
and she
like a
gave some
mess.
crazy interviews. Yeah,
A
yeah,
mess.
yeah.
Her father like took her
Her brother used
stripping.
to fuck her and something. She would wake up, her brother was banging her or some
At least
shit.
I had normal abusive parents. They don't go handing you over to someone else.
Yeah, they're like,
keep
we're
it for
gonna
yourself.
we're gonna put the chime in, damn it.
They don't share.
Like, have your Rice
I'm
Krispies and take off your
old-fashioned.
clothes.
Old-fashioned abuse, right?
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
share.
Original.
That's trash.
Yeah. Like, I'll molest my own kid, thank you. Not you, Uncle Sam.
Oh, you don't share.
Uncle Steven.
No.
I'll fuck my own kid,
They were
thanks.
protected like that.
That's wild shit. If I ever ran into one of those people, that'd be a whole nother story.
Also a cop, ironically.
Oh, yeah?
My father was a federal marshal.
Your father was?
Yeah. Oh no, the whole precinct knew about that as well. Yeah. Even though the
Really?
federal marshals. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrible. I don't know. I don't know how.
But there are
you
so many- I don't
that's
like to-
definitely a sickness.
Yes, and I don't know. It's actually not. It's evil.
No.
It's not only.
Well, evil, too.
No,
I mean,
that's another whole show.
mean,
but
my
yeah, no,
God.
pedophilia is actually very rare.
Did you
Very
hear
rare.
that? I don't know
No
if this.
molestation.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if this was true, but I heard they were considering. You know, you don't
Yeah.
believe everything you read. If someone goes to jail as for a pedophile, could come out and claim disability because it's a disability. I go, so time out.
If they're written clinically, as
They're
a
looking to
pedophile.
pay someone who just fucked 6 9-year-olds
Right.
disability because it's a disease. No, it's not.
Well, first of all, it's like I said, it's so rare to be diagnosed. It's like again,
Yeah,
point 0.011. It's like up there with necrophilia and stuff
Right.
like that. Most are just child molesters. People keep it's just like an opportunity of circumstance.
right.
It just has nothing to do with it. It's a weak morals
fucking
and
gross.
sexual gratification. That's it. It's like I always say, think of like jail inmates. You know when they make do. With,
Right.
like little Susie's there because or in the woods, like Hannibal. Remember when they had to eat somebody because there was just nobody else there? That's what happens. Or like the stepdad and like his wife's, I don't know, he's drunk.
I
She
told
doesn't
you.
want him, so
I
he does
told
his
you.
daughter,
We,
that kind of thing.
We spoke. There's women in my family. I won't name them if they ever want to come on. More than one in my life. People I'm close with that have been, sexually. I think I told you.
Abuse.
Yeah, and I'm talking real deal. I'm not talking.
yeah.
And these are people who are close to me, and obviously the first instinct is okay. We'll make a phone call and kill someone. But then how does she gonna take that? Is it her fault? Could maybe cause her more. So you just think, what are you supposed to do to make that woman feel fucking normal again? And it's just like you obviously want to kill the fucking person who did it.
That's
but
a
is that
proper
gonna make
response.
her? Oh, absolutely. Listen, I got no reservation. I will cut someone's head clean off.
Just say,
With
I'm
a-
sorry that
with
happened
a
to you. It's so
spoon.
fucked up.
Right. Well, not even that, but the person who did the act, and some of these people just, I didn't do nothing wrong. The people come and go to jail for this shit and make a career out of it, come out of jail, do it again. It's fucking disgusting. You're going to tell me you're making an excuse? The people are going to pass laws to make an excuse for those people that they're sick, and that's why they wanted to fuck a 9-year-old?
Well, that's why I don't like when people keep saying pedophiles. It's not. It's just molesters or rapists.
Straight up, right. Straight up.
Like-
yeah, I get that. I agree.
Pedophile is just a
Right,
weird,
right. It's-
very
right,
rare.
it's a type of- yeah, I hear
Because then
you.
everybody
Yeah,
in the
rape
world
is
is going to
rape.
jump on. No,
Absolutely.
they're going to jump on the pedophile
Absolutely,
wagon.
absolutely.
There are people that, and they're, believe it or not, that's like I
That
said,
just
it's another
wanna
show.
fuck kids?
No, there are, but a lot of them, believe it or not, a lot of them that are genuinely
Do it because
sick.
they're weaker and easy.
They go to a clinic and say, I'm fucked up. Give me meds. And they do. They sterilize themselves because they get so freaked out. If it's a natural disease, with the very few that have one, right? The very few that are really diagnosed pedophiles, they run to the clinic scared shit. Like, why am I feeling this way? And they usually castrate themselves. It's very, very rare because that does not mean that you would act on the evil act.
Is that legal, that pill?
That pill is legal.
You know,
but they have to want it.
Right.
They have to. So there are men that,
agree with that
literally say, help me. Or necrophiles who go and say, I'm dreaming about doing these things.
Fucking a dead body.
They just don't do it.
Yeah.
We don't talk about the ones that don't.
Imagine the doctor writing a prescription for that. But yeah, listen, no prescription. We're gonna lock you up, you psycho.
You don't know until you're in the circumstance. And then there's doctors and lawyers and very reputable men that I've been in positions with where if they can and it's there and she's laying on the bed and it's accessible, they do it.
Yeah.
But it's like integrity.
It's like
you
what
don't know
happened-
who's gonna steal. You don't know who's gonna grope. You don't know who's gonna do it. If it's allowed. Think about like if you're in a gang rape, you don't know who's going to join in and who's going to step up and say, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, right.
You don't know until it's time to go. And that's what's dangerous about how we're making light. You see how we can wrap it in? Like we're making light of these sex tapes because at the end of the day, this is going to somehow turn into objectication, some kind of brutalization.
Yeah, a lot of people look at it as I'm going to get famous from it, or a lot of people want to be famous over the. I mean, dude, listen. It's not hard to be famous. You have the people who are psychos who want to be famous and walk into school and kill 16 kids or kill.
It's going to be another way.
You know, or walk into a gay club because that's going to make the news and kill people just because they're gay. I mean, who gives? I don't know where people come from. Or killing people because, they have different colors. I can't fathom it. I mean, I was never taught like this, and I grew up around the fucking mob, okay? Not sitting on their lap.
Yes,
but when I grew up in Brooklyn, we had to leave Brooklyn because kids were getting murdered. That's where I grew up.
You were like in it.
Yeah, so when people talk about black and white and this, and I go, let me tell you something. I know a lot more white assholes than I do black. And no, I'm not the type of person
But
I
on
only know two black
reports,
people.
that's fact.
Right.
When it comes to sexual problems.
Right. But when I moved to fucking Staten Island, I wasn't, I went from Brooklyn, we're all Italians, and obviously we had black kids. But when I moved to Staten Island, I was the minority. No, at the time, I didn't think I was. No, I never felt a certain way. I just happened to live in a neighborhood. There was a lot of black kids. I grew up with the Wu-Tang Clan. I'm not joking. So I never took anything a certain way. Maybe that's why I don't think a certain way. But if you're going to tell me someone's all the evil we have in the world, you're going to tell me what someone votes for, someone's color of their skin, someone's religion, as long as it's not those assholes that are blowing shit up, you know,
right.
those lunatics, that religion. If it's something positive, why the fuck do you care what anyone else is doing? But I don't see anyone, like when a pedophile gets out of, a rapist or whatever, gets out of fucking jail.
Mm-hmm. Like Roman Polanski.
And they show you where, that guy's fucking, he's not bad. He's still overseas.
People are
right?
lobbying for him to come back.
I know,
I've
heard. They're trying to do something out there.
Yeah, because they blamed it on the mother.
Well, that's another thing. Hollywood is just a totally different fucking story.
Hollyweird, they call it.
Yeah,
Pedoland.
right. Well, you have even this chick who was supposed to be a big thing, Lindsay Lohan. She was a young actress, and she was with a kid, I don't know who, and they bring that up till this day. Like, yeah, all these fucking people, her parents too. I'll be damned if my daughter's 16 going out with a fucking 30-year-old. I don't give a fuck what he does.
She was hanging out with Harvey Weinstein at 14 years old.
Yeah,
they have her on her lap.
Yeah, so he probably put his finger somewhere.
No, he already did. She's one of the list.
Yeah, I think
sure.
she sucked a dick to get a role. She looks like one
they
of those
all,
chicks.
you believe me, I'm there.
That guy, man, he's having
I
a
just
horrible
want it on
time in
paper.
prison. Good for him.
I want like a guarantee.
Yeah.
I want like
like I said, Harvey, I'll blow you. I need 50 mil, bro.
Not even.
I'll hold the camera. Give me
I'll
10.
do one for the sound studio. I'll take one team, but I want it on paper. I don't want this ruse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we're just hanging out.
Maybe I'll put you in a movie with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, no, I want it on a contract. Exactly what I got to do, and then Pete might he'll jump in if you have to.
I mean, I would.
I
can't do nothing to a guy.
Yes,
no, I really can't. I wouldn't be able to.
Yes,
I'd be like this, ready?
Yes, you could.
If this was a dick,
you could do it.
Listen, I'll try anything because I'm a team player. But I would go. This is what happened. I would go.
You got.
I'm going back to work.
Nope.
No way. No way.
I'm gonna.
You could tell me if you put $1 billion here right now. Ask Josh.
I'll start a train for $1 billion.
She pulls out $1 billion.
Call your
There's
friends.
no chance of me and you having sex.
Yes, there is.
And I'm good looking. He said no.
I will force both of you to have sex with
all right,
each
you
other.
get $1 billion here.
Yes.
And guess what? We could just take it from her and run.
I would line up the train.
Because I ain't going back to Staten Island if I got $1 billion.
Line them up. roll them
No,
around.
but you know what
back
though?
around.
Even if I was say we have our own company, right, and we're starting this conglomerate, and we have power.
I
you
don't
have-
know now. You're not going
giving-
to take one for the team.
You're giving guy. Well, maybe Joe Rogan or someone will give us a loan because he's got a ton of fucking money. How they gave that guy $100 million?
He bends a few knees too.
I mean, he drops. You think he's blowing the dude?
no, but anyone who's getting into the
You think he's blowing the guy?
when you get into the
You think you're giving something up for?
he's turning the other
like that
way
Illuminati
to some
shit?
massive victimization.
He's
somewhere.
actually pretty
fucking
middle down the road most of the time. But I don't. Like I said, I can't watch a 3-hour fucking interview.
You're not allowed to rise in power at that level without some kind of deal being made.
I know what you mean.
Not that I'm not willing to
They
sell
say
out.
they say that.
I just want to be uncensored.
Well, that's the problem. That's why I can't monetize on YouTube yet. They'll kick us off. Like, that's why I'm getting used to taking this off, because if it's on camera, we'll get a fucking email, Poland Spring suing you. So I try to take the wrapper off the water bottle.
So you know what? So we.
But yes, bottom line, I ain't blowing nobody. I don't care what you say.
Yes, he is.
No means no.
Well, no, I say that's a maybe.
I could get that person to get a
They
good
all
blow.
say that, but I say it's a maybe. Guys,
You know, I
for
know-
guys is a maybe. They think girls is a maybe. No, we say no. We mean no. Guys say when a guy says no, it's
Yeah.
not right now.
Well, I had a friend once, and he I don't know if he was joking, but he came out one time, not fully, but so he didn't know if he was gay. So I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, he was a handsome motherfucker, my friend. I almost said his name.
That's a
Good-looking
sign.
kid. And he said when he was with girls, nothing would happen. But he would feel horny in his brain,
Yeah.
but nothing would happen with his dick. So he thought maybe it was his dick. I go, okay. Then, I don't know, we were fucked up. We were on E. He was back in the E days, and he could pound a lot of drugs, my boy. And he's telling me who he had a crush on.
Okay. Was it you?
No, it was a famous person. Well, I mean, we were tight, so I'm like, this guy maybe. He goes, Matt Damon. I go, so now the whole time I'm like, he's fucking with me. We're tripping balls. We probably smoked a half ounce of pot. I go, he's fucking with me right now. No way. So, you break apart from people, not because hey, you're gay, bro. I hope he's a nice guy. Whoever you decide to blow the rest of your life, I hope he's a nice dude, because he's a good friend of mine. Years later down the road, I heard he tried, not from him, through the grapevine, that he tried something with another friend of ours. And I'm like, that was the biggest shock. I'm like, no fucking way. So the kid that told me was like, listen, it never came from me, please. I go, well, all right. He said, she said. Who told you? He goes, he did. I go, oh, the guy. Not first guy I mentioned, the second guy. I'm like, so now he goes, I think they just fuck each other once in a while, and that's it.
Well,
I'm like, wow, you think you know people.
I have two very close. I have two gay friends, and they both swear to God that
I've had gay friends.
but they say
no one ever that said I'm confused.
they
like,
say
talk
straight
to
men
me
go
about it.
for it all the time.
No, come on.
They swear to God.
I'm like, bro,
they wait
put my
till they're
pants
drunk.
back on.
They're drunk and they close their eyes and they don't look. And
Listen, maybe if I was doing 50 years in prison, I'd be like, shave your mustache, come with me. But
well, looks like prison's a fun
but
way,
you know what? You
fun
can
way to go now.
You could whack off too. I'd rather whack off than. I mean, if I was in prison, like some guys are getting tits and shit, and some guys are like an ass is an ass. Absolutely not. I cannot bend another guy over. I'll just think of J-Lo. No fucking way. I can think all I want, but my dick is in a man's ass.
Inspiration or desperation. Only reason that people move. It's facts.
That's what hands are for, though. I got nothing wrong with whacking one out.
Sometimes you need the hug. They haven't seen Midnight Express.
I'm like, hey, Bunky,
they just
close
wanted
your
to
ears.
hug each other in love. You want to hug. See, girls got this down. We hug each other. We like.
Well, girls can make out with each other for fun. Guys can't do that.
They're
If me and
all
my friend just made
androgynous.
out, you'd be like, whoa, what the hell's going on there?
That's because you guys shame each other. Hey,
I don't shame, man.
no, you shame each other for like loving each other or being sexual.
No, not me. I'm very no. Listen, I got nothing wrong with. There's not a lot of people I would call close to me, but people who were in my life, I'm fucking open with my friends and shit. Like,
But not
the,
like oral.
The friend that hey, I'm bored. Want me to blow you? No, that wouldn't happen. That wouldn't happen. But that time, I thought this kid that was telling me that, and we were tripping balls. And the only thing I thought, I go, listen, in my brain, I'm like, if he fucking tries to go down on me or something, I'm going to say no. I'm like, yo, dude, I'm like your friend. Like it's no different to me than, like, I have friends that are girls, and if I ever, like, made a pass on one of my, obviously we're friends, that's not cool. Like, oh, I thought we were friends. Just because he's a girl doesn't mean you're game. He's my fucking friend. So it's the same thing. I'm like, yo, you can't blow me.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
I would have been upset, not because he's a gay guy, but listen, you're going to try it on me? If I ever wanted my penis in a man's mouth, I'll let you know.
I went with a girl a few times, but I just never can't go.
Well,
but I can't
first of
go
all
the way.
girls, every woman in the world should have sex with at least one girl in their life.
Yes.
Just because it's great conversation on the first
Right.
date.
But I always, because I just think they're so pretty and I like to dress them up and stuff. But I know, but anything below.
Well,
the
that's
waist.
good for orgies too. If you're not comfortable, like a girl like you tells another girl, you better suck his dick. You know what I mean? If you're not open,
Keep it up.
that'd be a nice orgy. Yeah. Go use your thumb.
No, I'm like the weirdest hoe. No,
Spit
like,
on it. Spit on
I'm
it.
territorial. I get jealous.
Yeah?
It's weird. No, because I could be like in the middle, like it's like it would have to be like serious rules.
Yeah,
I
well,
have,
that's
like, I
not a
have
real
all this.
threesome.
No, yeah, like you can't kiss her.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
It's a lot of, and then
If I'm fucking two girls, I'm fucking two girls.
yeah, then all of my
And neither of them will
PTSD
be my
might come out.
girlfriend. You can't do that. They can't be your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Unless you know this girl, I'm going to fuck her for a year or two and then she's done. But we won't be celebrating any future Christmases together.
I'm going to wrap this up with I have 3 positive things. Number 1, I suggest that you should seek authentic connections. Number 1, because I think
What do you mean, in a bar or something?
No, I think all over. I think this whole sexcapades thing that's going on right now is because they're so desperate for like real connection. Even with the sex tapes, even though
You know what we should
we're
do one
done with
night?
this fake shit.
Someone could record us, maybe Sam. We should go to a bar one night because clubs I can't do anymore. You can't
Yes,
hear it.
yes.
And we'll see who could bag more numbers, me or you. That'd be cool, right? I bet you will because
No, but
guys are
we'll
just
come.
tune
So
out.
we'll put some kind of stipulation on that. We'll make some kind of thing with
Yeah,
that.
whoever loses has to suck a dick in the studio.
No, we can't say like hitting on, but we got like or some kind of indecent.
Josh is like, I'm not playing.
Yeah, we'll figure out something.
Yeah,
And then also watch who you're sending your porns to, right? Because we want to make sure of that.
Well, if you're gonna do a porn, do it right and make some money off it. Don't. I mean, now let me ask you. Going back to the cop thing, quick.
Okay.
They didn't make tapes. Oh, some of them. Oh,
Videos.
well, I mean, listen.
It seems to be that she's
One of those
in the
guys like,
lion's
damn, this is the
share-
third time she blew me. I gotta get this on film.
She's in the lion's share of the videos. Well, that's how it started.
She's in a what?
She's in like the lion's share of all the videos.
Oh,
like,
so
with the
but
other
wait,
girls in
they
there.
get the now. There's cameras.
went around.
in these stations.
Yeah.
They didn't give a shit.
I think
Was the person who was watching the camera fucking everyone too?
no. I think a lot happened in the patrol cars or outside of work
Okay,
too. It was a
okay.
whole. It was like that's why it was called a sex scandal ring.
Yeah, that's
Like a whole ring.
And then I see
Ring around the rosy.
when I seen the first picture,
Ring
when I
around Megan.
first seen Ring, I'm like, what are they, crooked cops? And I'm like, wait, they were fucking? Like, oh.
See, and I looked up what a ring is. It's like when they do the drug
Yeah,
ring. Or
yeah.
Well, it's when one thing starts and it becomes
And
insidious and they
everyone's-
start sharing. Like,
everyone's
oh,
fucking?
she's giving away the ring.
Hippies in
Mary's
Tennessee.
got the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that went around.
Like, yo, you give her a 3-pack of those cookies, the
get the gun
Lindens,
out?
she'll blow you.
Get the donuts.
Yeah, she was
Get
like
the donuts
that, huh?
and the guns. She's in. So
Well-
that's kind of how it went around. She went and passed around Patty.
Yeah.
That's really
huh?
what. So that's it. So the moral of the story is
I mean, I guess you have an open relationship, but how open you
it's
gonna
not
be?
going to be good for our cops, though.
Her husband's probably diving into that fucking. Now he don't care.
The police did not need this. They needed this like a
Yeah,
fucking.
well,
whole night.
Tennessee, who's looking at them?
No, but I mean, like it just.
They're
in
lucky they still got a football
general,
team.
On the police, it's like comical now. It's like it's just going to make them even lower. You know what I mean? Like I feel bad for the good cops. You know, I really do.
Well, listen, there's bad in every bunch. I mean, there's bad everything out there.
No, but it
So-
looks like bad management.
it is bad management.
Because I ran a salon, okay, and I knew everybody was sleeping with
Because-
everybody, but I knew everyone was sleeping with Russell and Mary. Like I knew that they were the two that were going around the whole salon having sex. It's the same thing in a
Hey,
club.
listen, as long as they don't fuck up your business, right? Just don't. I mean, then again, if there's then you are kind of liable.
You
Say
make-
someone's fucking and slips on cum and breaks their neck, you're gonna get sued.
You have to take the guns out of the bullet
Yeah.
before you play in the gun game.
Well,
that's
sometimes-
dangerous.
I think that's what happened with that producer.
That's super dangerous. He's
The
playing.
producer did that. Remember that ugly guy? He actually looked like Howard Stern. He had the Playboy chick. He's in jail.
Wackadoodle
Oh, he
Spencer,
died.
dude.
That's it.
guy's
What was it? Yeah,
freakadoodle.
that's
That's
it.
another one. God knows what
And
they. And don't
supposedly
think
they were
any.
playing.
Now put it this way: how freaky is this? Think about Weinstein, Epstein, all of those guys. How many
They all
fucking
chilled
tapes?
together,
How
too.
many tapes did they have?
Listen.
How many sex
with
tapes?
the Epstein,
How many politicians?
With the Epstein thing, nothing came out of anything. They just had this chick on trial, his friend. I want fucking names. I want to see, what I mean.
you can demand them.
And then
People can.
you seen people on Facebook. This is why I try to stay in the middle. I try to put both my feet, both sides of the fence. I try.
Right.
So when that shit was going out, everyone's sharing. People who like Trump and people who don't, and people with Clinton. So anyone who put a post of Trump, because all my friends like different people, say, see, Trump was at the island, and then someone would come back with a picture of Bill Clinton, and I'm looking at them, I'm like, guys, really? I've seen families.
Right.
I'm talking like, really, on Facebook you're doing that? Fighting over because someone likes a politician, and I'm like, really? These fucking people don't even know you, and you're gonna fight. I seen mother and daughter on Facebook and open like this is the Jerry Springer show. I mean, it's entertaining as fuck to watch, and I'm just sitting there looking like this is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I go, you give a shit down. I'll be damned if just because. I don't particularly like Joe Biden. I didn't like him when
His
he was
family got sex
when he
tapes
was
too.
when he was Obama's vice president. How Obama didn't have him fucking sent to Chicago and killed by a fucking blood or a crip is beyond me. And I don't remember him. I was younger, but I've seen tape of him. All these politicians are fucking retarded. I would never not talk to a friend of mine because he told I voted for Biden. All right, fuck you, don't talk to me. And I've seen shit like that on Facebook. I'm like, wow. That's crazy. Like, how fucking insane are you? There's so much other shit to worry about in the world. And, like, even this thing with this girl. Did this girl do anything? Then the other girl. Did they do anything bad? They didn't do nothing evil. The guys,
They had.
fucking.
I like to put it in layman's terms at the end of the day because I'm
They
no
fucked.
prude. First of all, they had sex on their job.
That's
that
it. You can't do.
No, but that's
a fireable
the
offense.
biggest. That's the biggest. I'll go with it. You can't. That's it. So whatever. No, but I don't care where you work.
Like I said, it's
like in
Tennessee.
Seinfeld. Was this wrong?
Yeah.
Should have like put it in.
Well,
the
you're not
manual.
supposed to do that.
Right. They frown.
They should
upon
at least
sex
punched
at
out,
work.
fucked, then punched back in. And if they said, "What's that?" I'm like, I had a cum.
But if they're off duty,
yeah.
I'm not.
Because the department is liable if something happens. If you get a call and it's not answered, someone dies and there's proof, well, these two are fucking in the car and, she didn't nut yet, so they had to wait, and 2 kids burned in a fire.
But there was a good amount
The police department would get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
That's why you get fired for that shit. You're liable. And there was a lot of fuck. There was like a fucking gang of them all fucking each other.
But what pisses me off is that, hear me out, five men, right?
I think it was more.
No, but right now got fired right immediately.
Oh, they're up
so
to that?
five were immediately fired, right? Like immediately.
Yeah.
And she's going down the hill next, right?
Yeah.
So, but then when we have shootings, people killing each other, cops doing these raping, all these other things, that is like a 16-week, 20-year investigation.
That's more.
Maybe one. Is it more?
Well, that's more of a sticky. Well, listen, it's not.
No, I'm talking about firing, not putting them in jail.
Well, it's not.
Talking about firing.
If this girl, well, that's an extreme situation.
They fired
to
him
bring up.
instantly, though.
When a cop kills, unfortunately, it happens. When a cop kills, whether anyone believes is an innocent bystander or not, right away. Not all,
Not
but right
killing
away.
just.
Some people. Oh, all cops are bad. I try not to. Even with any profession. I'm in construction. There's a lot of people in my business, from workforce to management, who do not belong in what they're doing. Not bad people, but they just should not be doing their jobs. Now, if you take someone who's going to hold a gun for the rest of their life, listen, I've seen all the shootings. I know what they're all about. I agree with some I don't. Not saying I agree. The person should have died. I mean, I agree with. I'll take what's his name, George Floyd, real quick. I don't want to get into a whole thing, but George Floyd. There was a lot of cops there that day. I don't give a fuck what George Floyd was doing. Yeah, he was in the fucking deli or whatever the case. Fake bill. Okay, I get it. I seen the whole video. I seen the beginning of the video. The beginning of the video, the man is sitting in the car. Yeah, don't arrest me. That's what people do, right?
Yeah.
So you got 4 to 5 cops. I've built training centers for these men. I know how police train.
Yeah.
And you could be a fat, people look at, oh, how's this fat cop? He's so fat. How's he a cop? That motherfucker's trained. He runs 6 miles a day.
Yeah, my ex is a correctional officer. He was a correctional
There's a lot of training.
Little guy, he could kick your ass.
So my thing is, yeah, George Floyd was big, but he wasn't throwing down, right? Yeah, you could say it was both of their faults. But when you have 5 police officers there, my whole thing was, guys, when the guy had his neck, when he had his neck on his knee on his neck, I'm like, all right, I'm a person, right? One of my boys is doing that, especially in your profession.
Yeah.
There's ways to act in your work life, and there's ways to act in your personal life. None of them, listen, bro, get the fuck off. Let's just throw him in the car. That's all those. And George Floyd was not going to take down 4 or 5 of those
leaders.
cops. That's the problem.
They were betas. They followed.
You know what, though? Maybe that's the problem.
That is the problem.
I don't give captain, sergeant, lieutenant, hey, jerk off. Get the fuck off him. It's 2000 and whatever it was, right? Let's pick him up and get him in the car. I'd rather break a shoulder by accident or something. This could turn, and look what happened, right? A big fucking thing. Well, whoever agrees with it or not, it was a horrible situation. Those guys, every one of them, should never have been police officers.
Well,
But they were. And what happened, happened. There's some people who do not deserve. Listen, I said it about this idiot, Bill, what's his name? Bush? Not the father, the son.
Yeah.
I go, how the fuck is this guy the president? And I wasn't I'm not a
they
politician.
placed him. We always placed him.
Right.
Except for
So
Trump.
I'm like, wait a minute. You're gonna tell me Trump, Obama? I thought Obama, like I'm only 41, so I didn't see that many presidents.
Right.
But as far as a speaker, and that was a cool thing. The black guy's a president. The white guys ain't doing it, so let's let him.
Yeah.
Or a woman. At that time, I was like,
I would have voted
hey,
for anyone but
Hillary.
Hillary.
Or Obama.
No, I would have voted for any other woman
back
in the
then,
world.
I was kind of forced. I'm like, she knows how to handle some scandal. Until she, undermined black people with the hot sauce comment. But that was her second run. That was when she was running against Trump.
That's when it.
But she also ran against Obama, but didn't get the primary, whatever
That
it was.
pissed me off because you might as well have picked her.
Yeah. But the whole thing with that is I always try to tell people, I even tell the kids, there's just some people, and it could be very bad. Like you have a police officer a lot of times cannot not know how to do his job.
But see, wait, hold on.
You have to know.
I'm a studies girl. Stanford. Here we go back to Stanford because they love to. Because
they're a bunch of weirdos.
No, but
I'm just kidding.
They did a study on situational violence, and then they had a man who was a captain. He was in the precinct, right? He was and he was an African American, so he judged it on either sides, and he went to two different precincts, and he did this whole big what he found, all positions of power. First of all, they always are going to track narcissists and sociopaths because you want power, guns, power,
feed off
anything, politicians, whatever, even school teacher, whatever it is. So they're going to go to that. So that's number one. It attracts those type of people. But what he found in 3 different police stations is that only, which is so small, only 14% of all the cops were violent and horrible, like really like situationally violent fucking people. But it depended on who was in charge. Then all the other betas followed.
Sure.
So if the psychopaths were the head of the precinct, almost now remember, only 14% are going to do whatever the fuck they want. So 14% were either evil or good, and they wouldn't waver. Like solid alphas, bad or good. The rest, the 85%, followed whoever was in charge.
You can't have that.
So if the betas are, if the fucking scumbags are in charge,
they're going to be scumbags. Oh, I agree. I see that in my business
too. You see a bad precinct,
Yeah.
go right to the head of the precinct.
Yeah.
You go to this thing in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Show me the guy that's running that precinct. I'm telling you right now, he's a DV.
Well, he's under scrutiny too. Because hey, what are you doing? Everyone's
right
fucking,
to him.
Everyone's fucking
What
on
the fuck
in
is
your
going on
place.
here?
Yeah. That's like a doctor who runs a hospital, whatever they call them, and everyone's dying. Hey, I mean, people die in hospitals,
Yes.
but if people are dying from the same thing, hey, everyone's dying from fentanyl use. What are you guys doing over here? Oh, we're killing people. You know what I mean? But in my business, it's the same thing.
That's why the alphas have to step up so much. Those alphas in power are like, it's imperative that the good. So remember JFK. The last good alpha that we had in charge, basically, pretty much.
Yeah, I wasn't born, but I heard good things.
And they
killed him and fucking
any
King
of them,
at the
Martin
same
Luther
time.
King, any
All
major.
of them. X got killed. They
If you're a
killed
good
Malcolm X.
leader, you're out.
They killed all of them.
You got
In
a better chance
a
than
few
that.
years span. They all
ain't
got
making
fucking
it.
killed. Well, King went later, but
You can't go start talking about equality and giving everybody and distribution of wealth and universal health care. Can't go talking about that shit.
John F. Kennedy's story is it's one of the
See
biggest.
how we got there?
It's one. I know. It's one of the, but it is a crazy story because
That's another show.
I still think till this day the government tells us what we know.
Sure.
If you think, let me ask you something. If you think you see these movies, the world's gonna end. You think if a fucking what do you call those? The media. They asked her. You think of Armageddon, let's say. Everyone knows the movie Armageddon. You think if that was happening, our government would tell us? Absolutely not.
No.
They're not going to be able to hide.
Let's go panic, everyone.
Yeah. I mean, people would, everyone would turn into a fucking pirate. And would be like, wait, the world's going to end in 16 days? No one's going to go to work because listen, if there was proof and they told me the world's going to, I'm like,
Yeah, like the meteor's coming with the scientists.
It's coming, that's it.
that stand
we
there?
can't stop it.
No.
It's going to kill everyone. I'm going to hang out with
gonna
my
be the
kids
purge.
and family. Yeah, but they would never, ever, so I don't, but listen, I love this country. I've only been here a small time to how long the fucking world's been in place, and our country's almost 300 years old, whatever the case may be. But I don't trust the government. I'm not one of those people like, oh my God, they're going to inject AIDS into us or a tracking device. I'm not saying that. But a politician it only depends on how good of a chess player they are at beating. They're playing chess.
You know what politicians
they're
are,
going
right?
to tell you what you need to hear, what you want to hear. So you fucking vote for them. And then when they
Politics
get
is
to office-
Hollywood. It's Hollywood
Yeah,
for ugly people.
especially now.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
If politics is Hollywood for ugly people. That's all it is. You're a paid actor. Does anybody with a real stance or real platform doesn't
Yeah,
exist?
they're fucking chess pieces, and you got the higher ups controlling them. Congress runs the country.
And speaking of sex tapes, Biden's sons, disturbing.
What which one? The junkie? He's only got
Yes,
one, right?
yes, disturbing.
The one who they got the
no,
laptop.
and
or something?
then there's the mayor's daughter Who's the guy
Who
with, the,
what
with
mayor?
the mayor that
Oh,
we had? Though? She was radical.
Oh,
They ripped her
De
up and-
Blasio's daughter?
Yes, with
She
her
was on the train?
She has a sex tape as well.
Well, you think?
And I went around the world.
Oh, that must
we
be.
went
She
back,
was horrible looking at.
I wanted to find major leaders aside from Clinton that had like sex tapes that were leaked out, and South African woman leader. It turns out she's got straight out porn going on over there. Got some
Is she hot?
Israelis. Yeah.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
got a couple of Israelis going, and then in the Muslim leaders.
Israeli chicks
so,
are hot.
Well, that's bullshit.
Israeli chicks, like from Israel, they're
So
fucking
sex
hot.
is going to unite us, and this whole beta and alpha. See, it always comes back to that because it's the one commonality we got.
Well, listen, I mean,
But we're going to get desensitized.
like I said, well, they said that too. That was the whole article I read about whacking off too much, men or women.
Yes.
It could desensitize you to
It does,
where,
to touch.
say a guy's single for 2 years and he jerks off every day, they say that's not good.
Nope.
And don't get me wrong, sometimes I'll feel
No,
an
me
urge.
as a girl, it's not good.
Since I read that article, sometimes I'll feel an urge. I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going to jerk off. I never want to be with a woman and go limp. When I'm 85, that'll be fine. If I even live that long, but I wouldn't. I like when I'm with someone, I like to be with them. If I'm into a woman, I don't just, I skeeve. I've been with women, but if I'm really into someone, I want to, make them feel good and have a fuck session. You know what I mean? Not fucking go limp because I jerked off too much.
No, I was single for a
So-
while there, and it does affect it.
The
I'm
last
telling
couple
you.
weeks, I'm sitting there, I'm on the couch, and if I'm home on the weekend, the girls, especially Sunday, the girls were away, and the older one went. Where the fuck did she go? She went to Pennsylvania. The little one, where'd my older one go? Yeah, she went to PA, but also the little one did. But snow tubing with her cousins. So I'm sitting there alone, and I'm watching some of the game, and the game, I think it was halftime. So I'm sitting there, and I don't know, I just got hard. And now just sitting there, I wasn't even doing nothing. And I'm like, damn, my fucking dick is hot, and I was gonna whack off. And I'm like, you know what? I got to stop whacking off.
There's a
Because I'm
lot
nervous about that article. I don't want it to happen. Then
and there's
stop.
a lot of podcasters too, that like spiritual dudes
They
too. I know
can't
you want to
whack
go
off?
there. No, they think it takes like your energy, your
You know who says
machismo,
that?
your whole.
She's so
like,
annoying.
thing.
You know who says that?
Who?
You never surprised you never brought her up.
Who?
Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
She goes when she's making music and she can't because it takes out her
You're supposed to channel it.
when she has sex it takes out her artistic.
Yes, creative.
I go
energy.
so when you come, your creativity goes out. I got news for you. You're not that creative anyway.
Well,
Lady Gaga.
actually,
the fuck kind of name is that?
I have to disagree with her on that because actually it makes me not be able to concentrate.
Yeah,
If
listen.
I'm super excited, believe me,
Yeah.
I'm one of those girls. Like
Yeah.
a guy, I think like I'm like a guy
like if
that.
I was ever gonna kill
I
someone,
gotta get it out of my way.
if I would have had the urge to go kill someone, I think if I whacked off, I'd be okay. Because it relieves. To me, it's like smoking a bowl or something. It's
yeah,
like,
don't ask me. I'm bad.
It's like just let it out there. It's like getting the poison out. My aunt used to say that.
But I think I did ruin
my
it.
cousin.
But I did ruin it, so now I have to stop because then I got spoiled by myself because I'm so good.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. And you're gonna get some guy with a ping ding. Listen, if I was a girl, I would be a very mean woman. I'd be like, listen, what is that? Get that out of here. I'd be like, what? I'd be like, sir, what is this, sir?
Well, when my
I'm like, I'm looking for this,
I had
sir.
a long distance relationship for a long time, but when he did come, he was like, "You can put that away now.
Yeah.
Don't bring that
No,
out
it was
again.
it was a serious article, and I was like, you know
that's
what?
got to go away."
I'm at the age now where just hold it in. And then when I do have sex, it'll be that much fucking better. But now I gotta start having sex.
But this
again.
all really ties in again. We could bring a record around again to the porn, to the watching the videos. It's desensitizing everyone. And then when it goes back to the kids again, what it's doing to this whole nation, the boys are watching it for information on how to please.
I
which
get
is-
that.
No, but that is not. Their first experience is going to be 14.
You can't hang
you're
old
not gonna
girls
be
from a
flipping
swing.
her around, ripping her pants down, doing like porn is not
She's
real
gonna be
sex.
disabled,
You're gonna
dislocate
both
her
be
back.
completely disillusioned.
Hey, listen, that kid should feel like a man. No, but you're right. It's like,
and then
hey,
the
take
girls,
it easy.
what the sad part is, young girls are watching it for different reasons. They're doing it in comparison and body dysmorphic reasons, not
Yeah, that's not
realizing
cool.
that there's porn stars. Here we go again.
Yeah.
Remember what you just saw? You told me you saw Bush. You saw
But then again,
pimples.
who's watching
Remember
fat
they had
chick
pimples?
porn?
No, I'm talking about imperfections. Pimples
Well,
on a butt.
I hate when people think like, that's
a
terrible.
tiny
Yeah, it's
little
terrible.
stretch mark or something.
I hate when a girl brings that up when she's hot. I'm like, are you serious? That's your issue?
You got rid
I know,
of-
that's not cool.
with
And
these
half of those chicks are
airbrushing.
fake on there too. So
Don't tell me. I have the
Yeah.
whitest skin, and believe me, I don't have much, but you have a stretch mark. You have.
yeah, no one has a perfect body with
Never.
that.
Not at
at our
16 I
ages.
didn't.
Yeah, right.
I don't care who
Fuck
were
that.
you. I was close.
I mean, I get it. If I have
At
if
16.
I have a bagel with cream cheese, I'll gain 12 pounds in a day. But
That's the danger of these porns. That's the danger of these filters. That's the danger of all this Instagram shit and everything. Like I said,
I would hope if I was a female, I wouldn't think, because I know friends that were
young
girls
ones
with
are the
doing, like
danger.
you just said, like, oh, I'm fat. You're fat. What are you fat? I go, you need to have a bagel. You're fat. But it's just like you said. I never actually heard a friend of mine, I would say, because I don't look like her, because I punch her in the face. But, you know, like you said, it's more of a mental thing. Like, oh, she's so fucking hot. And, you know, a lot of women copy this other one, Kardashian. If Kim Kardashian woke up in the morning with no makeup on, she looked like O.J. Simpson.
and it's a lot of work
Minus the murder.
involved.
She looked like O.J.
like training, sleeping.
Well, some women
masking.
do that. Like this girl that we're talking about, the one I'm definitely going to impregnate soon. What's her name? The Halloween girl? Kylie something.
Yes.
You know,
Oh, speaking of crazy girls, I forgot.
I have a baby with her.
Yes, another one I left out too that you should check out. Rose McGowan. She was another one.
She used to be hot. Now she's a freakazoid, right?
but her sex
She's a
tape
wo-
displayed that. It was very
she
good.
blew up.
Very,
him.
very
Didn't
sexy.
she blow up Harvey Weinstein originally? She's the one who
Yes.
came out and said, "No, it is happening."
She's
Yeah.
straight out.
She
made
was
deals
up
with
on
him.
the stage, like, yeah, he.
Well, the
what'd
other
she
one's
say?
Jennifer
He
Lawrence.
pulled
and-
his dick out on
Yeah.
her.
Well, the other reputable ones, like
Yeah.
the higher level ones, they didn't want to
You
come forward.
well, no, you said I got an emails about that. What you said about Jennifer Lawrence. My brother asked me too. You said bend the knee. He goes, "What was the girl of Game of Thrones character meeting?"
Basically.
Jennifer Lawrence trying to get the Game of Thrones. I told my brother, and it was HBO. I think he was involved in that, but that I didn't know. But you're right. Who prestigious is going to come out and say, yeah, because it's embarrassing, I guess, right?
No, because and then they downgrade every single actress because they are. She is super fucking talented and amazing, and then they
She is a
think
great
that you
actress.
didn't get the job
She's a
because you
great
were a
act-
great actress.
Well, I think that they're past that because she is a great actress, but maybe she didn't get that. I don't know what role she went for when she went down on him, but she fucked him or went. They don't know, but she definitely
we don't
was
know.
with him.
But she definitely,
Whatever he wanted, I guess
she
she
was
did.
part of the 100 that came forward, and he's out, by the way. Harvey Weinstein is
No,
out.
he's not.
Sure is.
Why? Because the hospital.
Sure. No, due proxy.
That's
It wasn't prop when he admitted on the one that he had like 5 solid hardcore rapes, like
That
solid
officially guilty.
penis
guilty,
into the
guilty.
vagina, full out rape. But when he admitted to those, they didn't do proper due process, which is now.
Oh, okay, I
Now
heard about
everyone
that.
will just remember those girls were bitching. Now, and also put in
I think everyone believes it.
what's
now
his
by
name?
this
Cosby.
point.
Now he's also.
Oh,
No,
Bill
they- no,
Cosby.
Cosby.
That was a
He's
fucking
out too.
shocker.
Because the
I was like, Bill
16-year-old.
Cosby. He was such a great dad.
Same thing, due proxy. The 16-year-old that was a slam dunk case. She's the only one that received any money. She's the only one that got sued civilly
Right,
and won.
right.
She got only $500K. She only walked away with like $250
No,
after
that's
all said and
sad.
done. And that one was solid, hardcore, underage rape and drugged with a video.
Cosby was doing.
But he
was
admitted
spiking
it without the
drinks,
lawyer. They got him off on due process for that. He's out. So I want to tell on that all the men that are saying that these bitches all do this to get famous and stuff. Can
Nah,
you name
that's
one?
terrible to
Can you
say.
name one?
That's crazy.
Her name was Terry.
People who say
Can't
that.
name one.
Who?
Terry.
Who's-
That's the little girl he raped.
Who did?
Cosby. Because they like to say all these girls.
The youngest one.
Yes, they all got famous. You don't know them? There's 25 of them. There's 100 women from Weinstein. You don't know them all? They always
No,
say,
definitely not.
women are all lying about rape to get famous and to get
That's
rich.
terrible. So that's.
So,
I'm sure people.
Over 200 women, and no one can ever remember their name of which one was the rape victim. See?
Yeah, right.
And then they always bring up, like you said, the one
Oh, yeah,
basketball
right,
player
right,
that
right.
lied about rape, but he did
Right.
fuck her though.
Right. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he fucked her. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, think of that situation of you sleep, especially if you're famous, you sleep with someone, you probably have some good sex. She was real ugly. That's all I remember. And then, like, whether it happened or not, most likely it didn't because she was proven she was lying. They found mad DNA on her underwear from other people that worked at the hotel, and it's still out there. Like, you know, I'm a Knicks fan, so when you're a basketball, you hate the greats, you hate Jordan, but you respect their game. Kobe Bryant was right there. Nick Killer, they called him Nick Killers. She Miller. And I'm like, Kobe, his fucking wife is a beautiful woman. Not to say people don't stray, but he had sex with a woman, and you know she.
And meanwhile,
I'm like, wait, you're saying I raped you right now, you sick bitch?
And meanwhile, years and years and years ago, when the only time, I promise you this, and I researched because men love to use this this fucking sports switching, fertility thing. It was years and years ago. We're talking Harlem Globetrotter fucking days, okay? That was when they would all go around like crowning, like to a level like rock stars, right? And they didn't have anything like the DNA tests and all this stuff.
Yeah,
so
right.
all these women were coming forward like, take care of my baby.
Right,
So
right.
it wasn't really the ruse of the rape.
Right.
God, it was more of like, I want you to be my baby
Security,
daddy
security.
so I can get the money. And then
I don't-
that's
listen,
that's
I
kind
do
of how
that
it
too.
started. So then it started to evolve into
Yeah.
she's raping, she's trying to get money.
A little more money.
The only time they
that's
ever
great.
really went after the money was for the babies, you can't, not
Well,
for the,
yeah.
there's no money in rape.
Once you, yeah, it's terrible.
There's just there's just being factual. There's just no money in it. But there is money in being baby dad, if rich baby daddy.
Right,
So that
right.
if you want to sell me on, okay, yeah.
Consistent.
But now we got DNA, so those girls, they're fucked you.
Yeah, right.
So if you would try to get rich on that ruse, that ain't happening either.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but
Crazy world we live in.
Yes,
People
that's
are
the
worried
moral of the
about what
story.
we're putting on Facebook. But yeah, no, that's it's number 120. I
Yes.
still got to fix this up. Told
Yes.
my cousin to fix up the logo.
I think our next one, I think we should go into that. I think we should do something super controversial in the next one.
Well,
Like we go straight up. We're staying to the rape and pedophile. We can go
Yeah, I don't care.
really,
I would say we could.
really deep.
I would say
Whoa.
we could interview one, but I don't think I could do that. I can't say
It's them. They can't.
I can't. sit there and
Survivors
listen
really
to-
can't. It's
My
a
brother
very-
said that too.
They
He's like,
pop.
say I can't sit there and listen to a guy say. I mean, I wouldn't get graphic, but I would want to know what were you thinking. But to me, it's no excuse. So I don't think I could ever sit down with someone like that. I mean, if someone happened to call in and tell us I'd be like, what, you know what I mean? Like I've heard that before on the show. Some guy called in and said he was a serial rapist and he wants to get caught. Interesting radio, but I'm like, then again, there's a fucking crazy rapist out there. How do we stop? Then you go into show mode. Or do you help the guy? Do you try to help people catch the motherfucker? You know what I mean?
But that should be yeah.
But yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
We'll put it out there. If you've raped
I've done
anyone,
a whole.
call in.
I've done like several. I even did like a whole TED Talks kind of thing on it and abuse etiquette, and then it'll blow your mind. The numbers.
Could work on that. All right,
All right.
so that was a good one. A lot of sex talk, and
Yes.
we use the rape word a lot,
I like that one.
but
yeah.
it's a word. Words are there to be said.
Yeah, people are afraid of the word.
People are afraid of a lot of words.
Yeah, we got to change that.
We're going to change the way you think of words.
All right.
So that's it. We're going to wrap this up, say goodbye, and we are out. Stay safe.
Because that one part of that.